Yep. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's start today with a treat. A taste.
Wonderful.
Because you always give the taste for free, and then they come back like rats when it's time for the full dosage.
Okay.
Let me set this up for you.
Just the taste.
About, 2 months ago, one of our idiot interviews that we had was with a guy who was selling a cup that Elvis drank out of on eBay.
Styrofoam cup. Remember that.
And didn't it have some fluid in it?
Yeah, it was two different purchases.
Hold on. Rob is the Elvis expert. Rob,
and the eBay expert.
yes. What was the latest on that glass?
All I took away from it is he said he was going to get him with the shipping. No, he actually had some fluid that was in the cup. He froze the fluid separately.
Right.
And he sold the cup, and he had the fluid still in his freezer, I believe.
Wow. It all spells value.
Yeah.
We are going to be following that up with this next week on the show.
Wow.
What is already turning out to be a gigantic monster novelty hit record throughout the South. It's the Elvis Cup song.
A song about his cup?
Yes. Now, we only have a snippet of it today, about 30 seconds worth.
Okay.
Next week, we'll have the performer on.
Very good.
And he'll tell us how this is selling by the tens at Winn-Dixie's throughout, but below the Mason-Dixon line.
Any Piggly Wiggly?
Come see the Elvis Cup and ask Elvis what's up. He'll tell you that he loves you much and thank you very much.
Now, there you go.
Come see the Elvis Cup and ask Elvis what's up. He'll tell you that he loves you much and thank you very much.
But I can see why they're saying.
Every time you drink from your cup, just remember Elvis is the top. He's the top and the best of all.
That's all I can let you hear.
Oh, my God. Poetry lives.
Oh, God. Listen, I got the
when
kind
you
of
drink from the cup, remember Elvis is the top.
I got the kind of goosebumps that I got.
Yeah, I know.
I remember where I was, Indianapolis, Indiana, working at radio station WNDE, 1978.
Right.
Mm-hmm. First time I ever heard You Light Up My Life by Debbie Boone.
Yes.
Same reaction.
Same exact reaction. And you've loved that song ever since.
Oh, Misty.
It's the only one on my iPod.
All right, I'm going to throw it.
Come see the Elvis Cup and ask Elvis what's up. He'll tell you that he loves you much and thank you very much.
So you found that much rhymes with much.
All right, let's call BA and find out exactly when the guy's coming on the show. And why we only got 30 seconds of the song. There we go.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up? With the Elvis Cup.
When's the Elvis Cup guy coming on the show?
He'll be on Monday.
Come see the Elvis Cup.
And not will you only have the whole version, but you'll have the recorded live.
Wow. Pretty
good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Better than pretty.
Did anyone check the windscreens in the studio today, Beth Ann?
Why? Are they dirty?
They're not just dirty.
They're not there?
This is the all-time greatest.
Now,
right?
windscreen is the thing that covers the microphone
foam covering.
From spit. It's like a condom for the microphone.
I do know that Tony and Bear were in there for a while.
Well, but they weren't on the microphone.
Apparently, someone was having lunch, and
it looks like somebody's lunch came up. Or
Beth Ann,
I don't know what
I'll get you a new one.
Beth Ann, would you come in right away, please?
I'll be there.
I just noticed. I'm gonna barf.
I think it's bird flu.
I am going to. But Rob, did you get a look at this?
Yeah, I think we've got something that'll make you happy, though.
Hold on, here we go. Here it comes.
Look.
Take a look at it, Beth Ann.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, food particles.
Can I switch them?
Switch off that one.
Is there enough there to make a sandwich?
I think it's come off.
Hey, you're wearing a pearl necklace.
That's the only time I've gotten the gag reflex when I came in here and looked at that thing. There
I'll shampoo it.
Everybody check that
See,
out.
I like it like this.
Yeah.
Did you check that out? Beth Ann is wearing a pearl necklace.
Hey, how about that?
And her Tina Fey glasses. There you go.
There.
There's that mic.
Seeing as how we don't have any female voice talent, I'm guessing it's ketchup.
Can I see it? The stain? It's definitely like...
It's tomato-based, don't you think?
Yeah, it's food. It's food stuff.
We
As
think.
opposed to just some other carbon-based organism.
It's food stuff.
Give
Okay.
that to me right now.
Thank you, B.A. Oh, and Beth Ann, where and when are
Watch that somewhere else in the dorm.
where are we bowling next week? I know we'll be talking about the team shortly, but where are we bowling 1 week from yesterday?
Bowl America, Fairfax.
Hey, it's where thousands cheer.
Right behind us.
Yay! It's the returning of the Fighting Gutter Balls.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna- thank you.
I'll call you in a second. Bye-bye. And there she goes. Oh, and Mike, I know that you loved Elvis Cup.
I did.
Come see the Elvis Cup.
It's already in my brain.
Elvis, what's up?
Now, unfortunately, we don't have the entire song. We'll have the guy in next week. But I just did pull something out of the archives
Ah.
to get today's show rocking and rolling. As long as we're on the subject of Big E, thank you very much.
Whoa.
Hello, Elvis.
This is Elvis, calling from heaven. I'm sorry it had to be this way, but it's the most wonderful thing that could have ever happened to me.
Come see the Elvis Cup. And ask Elvis, what's up?
Such crap.
He'll tell you that.
There's Beth Ann McBride. What have you done now, Beth Ann? What'd you do? What'd you do?
Well, that's a better one. I got a new one, a new screen.
You got a new screen?
That it's virgin and unused?
No, I think it's been used.
Oh, it has been.
Just
yeah.
no food product.
Oh, okay.
There you go. All right, problem solved.
Isn't that
I
wonderful?
know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
What, a windscreen?
Yeah.
I'd have to put it in my pocket, right where my soft gummy bears are, and then take it home every night like that girl on the bus with Mr. Rooney and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I put my windscreen in my pocket where it's nice and soft and warm.
All right, it's a pearl necklace for Beth Ann. And now let's start.
You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe you.
Right.
Hello.
No, I don't know why she's all dressed up today. I mean, dressed up with Beth Ann is a relative term. She's got on the lucky gold corduroys.
Yeah, she looks good in pearls.
But
School picture day.
She does have the...
Hello.
Oh, hi there. Okay. Hi, Donna Mike. She does have the Tina Fey glasses on. She's colored her hair again. It's that dark color again.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the pearl necklace. She's looking extra sharp. Appears to be a man-made pearl necklace. Yes. What I'm saying.
No.
Yeah, baby. I'm saying. That's petting to a point. Now you.
Yes. Come see the Elvis Cup.
Let's play a game about your religion.
All right, let's pose a little religious theory.
Okay, is this like the jumble in the newspaper? I'm always good at that.
Well, no, not really, because everything's in order.
Okay.
But follow me if you will. Let's say you have a small room with 400 priests in it.
400 priests.
I am those priests.
Okay.
But 50 of them are actually rabbis.
They're not like those rabbis that come to the house where the pedophile is.
You never can tell. Don't go in the room.
How many out of 400?
50.
50. 50 out of 400.
That's right.
So you're like 50 out of 400 's Jewish.
50, 400.
There you go.
They got it.
Hi,
Hi.
1-8.
it's me, Super Jew.
And good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
And now, with plenty of outrageous November sweep stunts, it's Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Rob. And we start today with BTO, Backman Turner Overdrive, and you ain't seen nothing yet. And it's the Don and Mike Show. And it's a new episode, everybody, on this Thursday. 1101. I'm sorry, 11. Dyslexic. 111005.
Hi, Donna Mike. Buzz Burbank here.
No, he's not retarded.
Buzz ain't retarded. Here's your phone line. 877-365-3636. That's the national number from Canada, from Mexico, and anywhere on the internet where you can't use 877. Call 800-636-1067. And if you're listening on WJFK in Washington, D.C., Call 202-432-1067. Our show is finally on the intranet. Go to DonandMikeWebsite.com. Click on Listen Live. And if you have a pop-up blocker, congratulations. It'll take you to RadioMad.com.
I know a girl like that one time.
Right. C blocker. Now it's a PU blocker. It used to just be a C blocker. Anyway, it's RadioMad.com.
That's right.
And you go to the stations in Washington or Baltimore, Las Vegas, Pittsburgh, where we're heard on the radio, and you can get our very heavy stream.
Very excited about that stream.
I used to have a Dan blocker.
Oh, you're king of the blockers.
Right on.
I used to have a beta blocker.
Too late. You said I'm king of the blockers.
Yeah, I know. I just thought of that one as a throw-in.
Had to
Hello.
be said.
But it's still not a proper name.
But I would have accepted it.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Don, I'm wondering if you could describe for me in intimate detail how Mary Beth applied that windscreen to that microphone.
Mary Beth did not.
It would be Beth Ann.
How did you create?
Mary Beth.
How did you create? Did you have a fantasy about some woman named Mary Beth?
In his dream, it was Mary Beth.
Did she use her fingertip application, or did she make her fingers in?
Don't you have a chat room to visit?
Goodbye.
He's
See
there
you
now.
later.
Thanks, Rabbi.
All right, hi there, and welcome to the show. Let's see. Oh, before we get to the JB put downs of Terry Bradshaw.
Yes.
That's a good sign the phone worked right out of the chute today.
Let's call Beth Ann and get the information about the Fighting Gutterballs. As you know, it's America's most beloved bowling team. Mm-hmm. We are incredibly gifted athletes.
Oh, my God.
I don't think anyone has any appreciation for just how skilled we are in any form of athletic endeavor.
And with our love of everything that you, the common man or woman, loves, we found that you again, the little people, you enjoy recreating at bowling alleys.
We have found that after exhaustive surveys,
all of you little people,
the little people in our audience prefer bowling over any other sport, and that includes spectator sports. So we decided we would go into training and train ourselves, and years ago that's exactly what we did. And now we are all skilled bowling instructors as well as players.
Yeah.
We play in the memory of the late Chris Schenkel.
Yes.
And
the good taste of beer, it comes in a bottle.
That's right.
We will be bowling on Wednesday night. This is open to the general public. Come on down. It's an opportunity for us to have a couple of drinks with you, have some cigars with you, sit around, play some...
Have a diet soda with you.
Oh, yeah, or in the case of Mike. Oh, and congratulations on making it through last night.
Day 12.
Day 12.
Congratulations.
Stayed till 11:10. I was going to go till 12:30 to test myself, but
that's an early night for you, but good for you.
Yeah, I couldn't go much longer.
Good for you.
The temptation was building, so it was time to leave.
No, it was just the combination of the temptation and a lot of other things.
Nice.
Yeah, it was. So I got out. I extricated myself from the circumstances.
Well, it's 12 days without drinking.
Wow.
But I got to tell you, the Hershey family loves you.
I don't want Carla to hear that. Carl, I'm real sorry. I had a Hershey bar before the show. I'm busted now. I'm busted. I'm totally busted.
Beth Ann.
Yeah.
We'll be bowling Wednesday night where?
At Bowl America. Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
thanks, Joe.
We're getting ready.
That was a good one.
Thank you, Joe. Okay, at Bowl America.
Right behind
room
Artie.
Smells like mesquite now.
We should have all of this information
I'll have it on the website.
On the front page of our website.
Good. Bowl America in Fairfax?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's next Wednesday night. We're bowling when, at 9 o'clock?
Well, it's league night, so hopefully we'll be able to start bowling around 8:30. Worst case scenario, 9 o'clock.
Okay, and you know you're bowling too?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
Cool.
Super.
Now, here's the question.
Yeah.
Who are we bowling against? Because we bowl against
ourselves.
Regular listeners.
Right.
Yeah, we usually bowl against teams.
Yeah, but not professional teams. When I say regular
Who's
listeners...
going to be on our team? Our current team is you, me, Rob, Buzz, and Beth Ann.
Right.
Okay, is Joe included?
Yeah, Joe, you're coming, aren't you? Yeah, he's coming.
Okay, so that's 5.
Right.
I know, I don't count Joe.
Did Joe bowl with... No, Joe didn't bowl with us last
Joe's
time.
never bowled with us.
Does Joe want to bowl?
Yeah.
Do you want to bowl?
I'd rather get everybody's drinks. But I'll bowl.
Fine. No, because I think the teams are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's the teams of 5 is normally what we
I was just kidding about Joe not being a real person. Joe's half a person, at least. And
Joe would enjoy bowling.
Yeah. Okay. Either way. Don't. And for all athletics, don't forget your cup.
Come see the Elvis Cup.
Come see it.
And I still
I'll be wearing my Elvis cup while we're bowling.
Hey!
Okay, B.A., who are we going to be bowling against?
People that are just, I mean, do you want me to actually get in touch with all of these people that...
No.
Usually people contact you that have a bowling team.
Yeah, I've got a bowling team, bowling tournament. I've got lots of people.
Okay.
Do I just pick one person?
Here's where you produce. Yes, because you're the producer.
Right.
Do some recon, call the people, find out the makeup of the team, guys, chicks, ages.
Firefighters, police officers.
Absolutely. Hookers.
Healthcare workers.
Try to screen out the good bowlers.
Gays. No lawyers.
Ex-convicts.
That's only for Mike. The ex-con thing is for Mike.
But you'll bowl against them if they show up, right?
Court order.
Oh, and Rob would like me to mention, of course, don't forget race.
Okay.
No blacks.
Okay, so it's only going to be one team that I choose after I do all that research.
Yeah, right. I mean, but you talk to the people, you talk to the different teams, and then just come up with, a group of 5 or 6 guys and gals that want to get together and bowl next Wednesday night, and that's how the gutter balls work.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay, Duncan Shane.
Okay, bye.
Okay, goodbye. There she is. I bet she bowls like Paul friggin' Bunyan.
Really?
Probably.
You think she knocks them down?
Oh, there's
So,
some...
I mean, I don't remember how we did the teams last
She
time.
may
How
have to
many
step
people?
in for me.
Oh, no,
At
you're
some point.
bowling.
No, she may, in the event we're in a pinch and she's better, we can put her in there.
Are you already starting to get the knees knocking?
I'm just trying to set up some insurance.
Do you have the right pharmaceuticals for your bowling endeavor this time around?
I don't think I'll be needing them.
Oh, yes, you will.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes, and then I'll take some.
Buzz really never blossomed as a bowler until he started taking Vicodin before we bowled.
It seemed to help.
That was the best.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hi, Don and Mike.
Hi there.
I'm one of those mailbag losers from DCR TV. So I was wondering, when is your anniversary? What's the actual date of it?
I think we'll celebrate it on December 17th. That's pretty close.
Because, now there's speculation about XM. And,
Yes, isn't that interesting?
And the New York jerks are saying...
Are you serious?
They're saying they're going to have some announcement on Friday, and people are speculating that it's you guys, but I don't think it's possible since you said it, that you're going to announce it on your...
Now, what did I say that I was going to announce?
No, he was just saying that now that he knows the date, he doesn't think that'll be the date you announce any changes.
Announce what? But I didn't. Exactly. Did I say I was going to announce changes?
If the news reporter came in on your anniversary...
Oh, we'd have a bomb. You bet. You're goddamn right. There's a bomb show that will be announced on our anniversary show.
Hey, I've got DONMIKE on my license plate.
I've got EATME.
I really do.
I do too. Thank you. Thank you for the call.
He really does.
Thank you for the call. Jesus.
It's a little scary.
Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello, turn down your radio, please.
Hello, Don.
Yeah, Don and Mike, hi.
How you doing? You guys need a bowler for your team?
Now listen, please, everybody, if you want to bowl, you got to send an email to donandmikewebsite.com.
Okay.
And our lineup is set.
Yeah.
What we're doing, we're looking for competition. We're looking for people to bowl against.
But like I said, regular listeners, and here's what I mean by that. You can be in a league, but listen, we want to go out and have fun, but we don't want to bowl against, for instance, no offense to any Guidos that might be listening, but we had this team one time of these Guidos where all these guys did was bowl all the time, and we would get there, and the score was 8,000 to 5.
They actually gave us instruction. They really did train us when we bowled. But it was not, but the bottom line is we don't play to win.
They even made, not much.
Depends on the night.
They also may have supported us after they kicked our ass maybe 200 points in the next game. And
I think they handicapped us.
Yeah,
and
we still lost.
Yeah.
We still lost.
Is that the one guy that was the real wiry Italian guy that showed me how to throw the hook ball?
That's right.
Throw it like a suitcase?
You remember that guy? He almost looked like Raleigh Fingers without the big, long, curly mustache.
They were fun. I think Queens, New York is where they were from.
Yeah. Queens.
We went all over the area up there.
Wasn't his name? There was the son, and then there was Pops.
Yeah, that's right, Pops. And do you remember when we went through the what was the White Castle with the car that we had? We all jammed into this one town car,
White Hassle.
and we tried to
White
get hamburgers,
Hassle.
and it took
Forever.
like 45 minutes.
We were late to our event.
For our
Well,
burgers.
we found that bowling is a thing that works for us. We like getting out, and as much as we say
Who doesn't like bowling?
as much as we say that we don't want contact with you listeners, and really, God, I don't. I'll be wearing gloves. Don't touch me. But really, we do like meeting you, and we want to get out. We want to bowl. We want to say hi. So let's make it happen Wednesday night.
Do you remember our lineup? I was trying to think. I think Mike was lead off and Don was anchor, right?
I don't remember. I have no memory. I think I think that's the way it went. Or did Don lead off?
Who knows? I think you were the anchor, because don't you remember you were the surprise?
Yeah, Rob was Rob throws a mean ball.
We all thought that Rob, because Rob's huge, but he's like doughy. Who knew though that he would get up there and he would throw the ball, and he throws the ball with the force of 12 men.
Yeah. He throws the hardest ball of all of us.
Just come to see
watch.
that, if nothing else.
It's a 16-pound ball. There are splinters.
When we all had our nights.
Yeah.
During the course of our little bowling, we all had our good nights.
All right. Well, we got plenty of time to talk about that between now and Wednesday. Just mark that down. We'll have the information on our website. We've got to get to this because, speaking of the website, we asked yesterday for your help with some put-downs for Terry Bradshaw from James Brown from Fox NFL Sunday.
Terry Bradshaw always giving JB a little dig here and there, and JB wanted us to come up with some comebacks for him.
Now, as it turns out, JB was listening to the show on the Internet yesterday.
Oh, good.
Or at home. I'm not sure exactly where he was, but he was listening, and he was loving it.
Oh, good.
And JB is going to take some of the insults that were written by us and by you, and he will use them, if need be, on this week's edition of Fox NFL Sunday.
Are we going to begin the editing process now?
Yep.
Very good.
Yes, we are.
All right.
Boy, we only got, I don't know, Jesus Christ, maybe, I blow things out of proportion.
No.
This many.
Wow, that is a stat.
There's many, and look how many are on a page.
My God.
I'm looking at 30 pages.
And yesterday, Beth Ann said 50% of those were good.
Okay, so here we go.
So we'll see.
You just tell me the ones you like, and I'll put a mark by them.
Okay.
Clamp it, Jed. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're here, who's minding the still?
That's good.
I might be fat, at least I have my teeth. Hey, Terry.
Now, what are we doing? Are we editing these, or are you
you just tell me the ones you like, because I like Clamp It, Jed. You liked If You're Here, Who's Minding the Still. So I'm just checking the ones that anybody in the room likes.
Okay.
Hey, Terry, let me see that Colgate smile. I smell possum. No, that was not bad.
That's simple. I like the brief ones because he can just throw them in there.
Right.
Terry is a girl's name. Right.
Worth a shot.
Thanks, Mr. Moonshine.
That's great.
Yeah, that's really good.
Terry, I can see your tobacco stains. All right, not good here. Terry, I see the plugs are working out. Terry, how often do you work out for bait? I don't get that one.
I don't either.
At a fishing thing. Terry, you are almost a delight. Oh,
that's good. Wait, see, that's one that would get on the air.
Right.
Terry, you are almost a delight.
Here's a good one. Terry, have some Beano.
That's great.
Okay, this is obviously a Regis mention. Terry, who's your Gelman? Thanks for the report, Cletus. I have to take this from a guy whose chair is up on blocks.
I like that.
Yeah,
one.
that's good.
Okay, I'll get that one. Hey, Terry, speaking of eating, isn't that your bag of vittles crawling out the door?
Yeah.
Thank you, Terry Slackjaw. Thank you, Terry Hacksaw. Whatever, grandfather of Chucky.
Yeah.
That's a surprise one. That is a good one
like
right
one
there.
as well?
Whatever, grandfather of Chucky.
Okay. Then we've got a lot of these I know you like. Thanks, Jethro.
Okay.
Thanks, Little Abner. Thanks, Mountain Man. Say hi to the Darlings. Oh, we had this one yesterday. Right. That's the latest from the Bradshaw Dome. Thanks, Terry. See you at Cracker Barrel. Hey, Terry, who's minding the critters? Terry, let's talk over Vittles. Check out the big brain on Bradshaw. Okay? Hey, Terry, I get to keep my paycheck. And now let's move to the next one.
That's a pretty good way of doing the alimony thing.
Here we go. Okay. Hey, Terry, who's watching the still while you're working? Terry, are you able to call your daddy grandpa? Terry, are your parents related? Terry, does your family tree have any branches?
I like that one.
Hey, Terry, who's your driver? Terry, you are special.
This is a slow burn.
Terry?
Now, you know what you couldn't say as an addition to that one? Terry, you are special, like the Olympics.
Terry, that's one hell of a profile on you. You know, they're still looking for the missing link. I think I found it. Terry, did you know they've taught chimps to speak? I want to know the name of the scientist that taught you. Okay. Let me see. Then these are. I wish they'd made a cream to stop the fungus in your mouth.
Wow.
Well, that's pretty heavy duty.
There should be some others like that.
Let me see. I think now is a good time as any to ask the stage manager to please turn down Terry's spotlight. I can't see the prompter. F you white trash.
No.
Hey, Terry, hold this cigar and say, great, Maverick and Goose. I don't get that.
Okay, you know what that is? That's a reference to, that is a reference of stupid. But the guy in Top Gun that's on the ship when they have their last dogfight, the commander that's
okay. Okay. Yes, Terry, I am fat. That is because I don't have to pay alimony. I can afford to buy food.
That's good. Pretty simple.
Bradshaw says, JB, you're fat. JB says, you've put on weight since filming Lord of the Rings, Gollum. Gollum? Yeah, I don't know.
They're out there.
Let me see.
Hi there.
Hey, Terry, been spending time away from the studio drinking corn squeezins?
I haven't heard him call that in ages.
Terry, you are the result of many years of inbreeding. Why not call him Kojak? Oh, Terry, you're lying through your tooth.
That's good. I like that one.
Yeah.
Did you miss bath night again, Jethro?
What was that one again?
Like he'll say this. Did you miss your bath night again, Jethro? Let me see. Hey, Hillbilly, you're like a catfish, all mouth and no brain. Let me see. Okay, I'm just going through some of these that people have sent that aren't really good. Not that any of these are good. Here's a good one. Hey, Terry, remember, wax on, wax off. Okay. Thanks, Terry, to show our appreciation. Howie, Jimmy, and I will be over later to help you get the wheels off your house.
That's good.
Have you heard about the Terry Bradshaw diet? I should try it. It's nothing but low-carb possum. Let me see. I loved you as Uncle Fester.
Now, those are some of my favorites.
I like the really naked bald ones. Those are really good jokes.
Terry, did you get in a car wreck? Oh, I heard you needed to fix Odent. You needed to fix
Odent. That's a denture joke.
Okay. Terry, I may be fat, but at least the viewers can tell my head from my ass. As bare as your head is never mind.
Yeah, too much work.
That goes on.
At least viewers can tell my head from my ass. He could leave it at that, and if that made the air, I would high five everybody. Hey, Terry, at least my viewers can tell my head from my ass.
Terry, you have a face that would make any gay man straight.
Wow. Yeah, you're not going to hear that one.
No.
Let me see. Hey, Terry. Security called you, parked your horse in a handicap spot.
Yeah.
Terry's the only person on the panel that drives his house to work.
You know, we could be listening to the beginning of the changing of the dynamic of that NFL show on Fox.
Wouldn't that be something?
And Terry gave up a day harvesting to be here with us. Terry, it's nice to know you could always go back to milking cows. Oh, I'm sorry, that was your last marriage.
Oh, God. Wow.
Okay. Let me see. I think that JB wants to mention... Okay. Oh, here we go. The guy gives us a setup. You were in the Cannonball Run, and you're questioning me. Then we have... Okay, this is about his hairline taking a 7-second drop. This is about him being in a movie called Home Team.
He was in a few crappy movies.
If these are going to work in reality, they've got to be short.
Very, very short.
It's got to be like less than a sentence.
Hey, Terry, because it's not going to work otherwise.
Thanks, Terry. Bozo called. He'd like his wig back.
Or no, but he doesn't have to say thanks, Terry. You see, he's a Bozo called. He wants his wig back.
Right.
Terry, it's good to see you pick games the same way you pick women.
Wow. Ouch.
Yeah, now that made us stop. What's it going to be? What would that do on the the NFL show?
Same thing.
Terry, how was Toupee Fest 05? Don't choke on your grits, Mr. Clean.
If JB said something like that, I'd fall out of the chair. Just to hear him say it.
Hey, Terry, why don't you eat warm ones? Terry, I can diet. You will always be ugly.
We didn't hear that too many times yesterday.
No.
Did you use your trolling motor to blow dry again? Okay, hold on a second. Terry, did you live under power lines as a kid? Terry, did you eat paint chips as a kid? Remember, Terry, family reunions are not meant for choosing your next wife. And then it goes on and on. So I think
we got some good ones in there.
If somebody was listening to all of that, there had to be 15 or 20 really decent ones. And a good one that's kind of understated is, Terry, you are special.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's one you are special.
He could use that one.
Right, and he would.
Yeah, there are a lot of good ones.
Oh, good. Well, he'll be well armed now, I think.
Why don't you go home and take the wheels off your house?
Like that.
Put these on 3x5 cards.
Terry, have some Beano. Thanks, Mr. Moonshine.
There are a couple of bald ones in there that were good to. Oh, thanks, Uncle Fester.
You'll never use this one, though.
Yeah.
Terry is a girl's name.
That is funny, though.
You might. You never know. That's one I could see him maybe do it.
Up there with Ferry Bradshaw.
Ferry, yeah. The one I had the other day was Ferry Bradshaw. You had that one, Rob, right? Ferry Bradshaw.
Hey, weren't you just away from the studio drinking corns, squeezins?
Bald and hillbilly seem to be the two strongest
Those are
ones.
the funniest ones.
All right.
Corn squeezins.
Hey, hillbilly, you're like a catfish, all mouth and no brain. Okay. Well, there you go. Get those right out to
I think
JB.
we've done our job, and our listeners, thank you for all those emails. We appreciate it.
They sent some great ones as well.
Now let's all watch the Fox.
Hello?
Did you get any of those that were good? I mean, can you go back through the tape and get the ones that we thought were decent?
Can I have the actual emails again? Because I kind of try to jot it down.
Sure. Here
And
you
they
go,
keep
Rob.
sending them.
You think what?
They keep sending them, too.
New ones keep coming in.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good. I think, that's what he wants, a lot to choose from.
Okay.
So how many do you think? Well, obviously we'll have to tape the Fox NFL Sunday show.
Are his comebacks? I mean, they are comebacks. Is it all going to be predicated?
Yes.
Because he's got enough material now where he could shoot a salvo
It
out there,
has
no matter
to be
what he said.
like a situation. They come back and one of them says it's a wide shot, and then Terry Bradshaw will say, "Well, it's because JB's so fat."
Right.
Or it's, hey, how did you fit into that suit today, JB?
Right.
You know,
right.
and that's when he says, "Excuse me, Jethro."
Throw that out and throw it to something else.
Where's your Beano?
F-U, F-ball.
Oh, there was a lot of F-U white trash.
Yeah.
That was like the number one most popular answer.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Well, F-U white trash.
We'll be right back.
All right, thank you, B.A.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Scenes we'll never see.
All right, so there you go. Who says we don't do something to help out other people?
Good.
There you go. Some shows do stuff for like hurricane relief and UNICEF. No, what we want to do is help James Brown.
Network anchor relief.
Yeah, that's right. He came. He asked us. He said, "Please." Oh, I see what you're doing here. Okay, if you do that, I can do that.
We'd never do that for Krebs.
But now this is screw up. Hold on, not screwed up.
Like Krebs is going to get a witty aside back to Barbara Harrison.
Yeah, he needs a comeback.
Hello,
Right.
Don and Mike show. Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
I wanted to talk to Beth Ann.
You want to talk to Beth Ann?
Are you a boy or a girl?
Huh?
Are you a boy or a girl?
A girl.
You're a girl. What do you want to talk to Beth Ann about?
Because she turns me on.
Are you a lesbian?
I am.
Oh.
Yeah. How old are you?
38.
38.
38-year-old lesbian.
Baby.
Interesting.
Yeah, and you know, my lesbos never wrote me back.
No, they're
They will.
teasing. They were playing a game, especially when that guy was involved.
Yeah.
Remember that guy? That's when you knew it was BS.
Uh-huh.
What is it that you like about B.A.?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. The fact that she can sit in there with you two.
Mm-hmm. Did you say jerks?
Oh, no.
And really, she doesn't have to physically sit with us. She's in the next room.
Do you fancy yourself a lipstick lesbian?
Not a chance. I guarantee, just from that awful comment that she made about us being jerked, I guarantee.
Wrong.
I mean, and I'm talking about like big, bushy, like National Geographic type.
Who is the celebrity you most resemble?
I've been told I look like Melissa Etheridge.
Okay.
Interesting coincidence.
Do you wear leather pants?
I don't.
Touche. Although Melissa Etheridge is a clean woman, and of course now, since her struggle with breast cancer, she's not much in the hair department. You know,
growing it back. She's got kind of a buzz cut now.
Are you bald, lady?
I am not.
Okay. Just checking, because that's what I thought of when she said Melissa Etheridge.
I think of, and this is not stereotyping, but I think of Melissa Etheridge as kind of manly. She seems to me like she's not as feminine as some of the women
she's not feminine like Paula Poundstone is.
Exactly.
Right, baby. So anyway, let's stop talking about
She's
Beth
not
Ann.
feminine like Portia de Rossi is.
Oh, yeah. Let's stop talking about Beth Ann for a moment. Why would you think we're jerks?
Oh, I was just kidding.
You meant that in a loving way?
Yes, absolutely.
So you wish to make love to Beth Ann?
Oh, sure. And she wouldn't have to do anything.
Oh, she just have to lay there?
Uh-huh.
That sounds like a plan.
So that would be ass down, face up.
Could be.
Not necessarily.
Yeah,
Wouldn't have to be.
But, traditionally, I mean, if you wanted to, I'm thinking...
Whose tradition?
Well, I'm thinking in all my great lesbian movies that I've seen.
Actually, in the lesbian pictures I've seen in the movies,
now
that wasn't any fun.
Now, wasn't that just the worst?
That was just as rude
what
as
a
rude
bad
could
lesbian
be.
she was.
Inconsiderate, really.
She's probably on her way over.
Because what I'm thinking is a lot of times you'll see the girl, the
recipient.
Yes, that she's laying on the bed, on her back, and the other one is.
But quite often...
Although I've seen it the other way that you're talking about.
In fact, almost 50-50, I think, because you see the same position if someone was doing an impersonation of, say, a cheetah. And then her friend is in back of her.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Crouching Tiger.
Hello.
Hi, Mike. I'm calling to wish all my fellow Marines a happy birthday today.
Yeah,
230 years old.
Right
the
on.
Corps is 230 years old today.
There you go.
What about Trumbull?
Back in 1775, my Marine Corps came alive.
Well, congratulations and our best to all of your colleagues.
We salute.
Semper Fi.
But let's hear it for the Marine with the most style, whose name, of course, Gomer Pyle.
Golly.
Don and Mike show. And boy, was he banging Sergeant Carter.
He sure was.
How do you think he got that hepatitis, huh?
Sergeant Carter was fantastic at keeping his double life a secret.
And, of course, the wonderfully bisexual Ronnie Shell.
Sure. Anybody asks you about that, just answer him like this. Why do you think they called him Pyle?
Jim Neighbors is Jarhead.
Ronnie Shell.
What if it was Jarhead with like that Jake Gyllenhaal guy and Jamie Foxx and also Gomer Pyle and
that is fantastic. They can do that nowadays. They can juxtapose like old Gomer Pyle footage and that, and I would love to see that.
No, I love him as he is today.
Oh, you mean like the 70-year-old Jim Neighbors?
Some queen on his macadamia farm down in Hawaii.
Hello, Dolly. Oh, hello, Dolly.
Big flowered muumuu and hair black as midnight.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, how about I'm black, you're you, I win.
Oh, is this still with the JB thing? Right, bye-bye.
Please only accept them in writing.
Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, howdy.
How you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Hey, I was wondering, are you guys going to do the Las Vegas style shows anymore?
No, we don't do that because we got in trouble because there was like chicks having sex on stage, and you just can't do that anymore.
We do Las Vegas style bowling now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Any chance you guys going to come and bowl in Sacramento?
No, not a chance.
No,
not a chance.
I am.
Rob said he will, but it'll just be Rob. Will you be bringing anybody else with you? Are you bringing John Normand or Joe Ardinger?
No, I'm bringing Travis.
Travis.
And also,
Travis?
Yes.
Hey, what is it?
Wait, won't you also be bringing the two-headed monster for the chicks to work on?
Yes, I will. That'll be between frames.
I know you love traveling with that in your big valise.
Two-head.
The two-headed monster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right.
I was watching that in a movie last night.
Were you no kidding?
Yeah. Hello.
On Noggin?
Don and Mike show. Hello, not on Noggin.
Okay.
It was on 596.
Adult Swim.
You mean where they're like human Legos?
Yeah, well, what they've got is a big, gigantic human snake, and it's got a head on both.
It's like a two-headed snake,
right?
Yes, and two girls sit across from each other
and do battle.
Yes, they do, and it's like a tug of war almost.
Sure,
but there's some pushing
and pulling.
That's right.
Push it real good.
Push me, pull you.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
See you in Sacramento.
Hey. Hello.
Hey, I'm drunk.
You're drunk?
Yeah.
All right. What are you drinking?
Wait a minute. Gotta put my glasses on. Barton Peach Schnapps.
Oh, peach schnapps.
Peach schnapps.
You're just drinking. Are you just drinking
My dad
that?
just got out of the hospital, so I'm taking care of
Typical drunk when they just start, right? Are you drinking peach schnapps straight?
Yes.
Isn't that
kind of mild?
What?
Kind of mild.
Kind of mild.
Did you mention that you're drinking because you just got your dad out of the hospital?
Yeah.
So where's your dad right now?
He's asleep.
Oh, he's
I
asleep.
checked for chest rises. He's okay.
He's what?
I checked for chest rises. He's okay.
Oh,
you check for chest rise.
Right.
Breathing.
Isn't it amazing when you're drunk you can say a tongue twister and you don't even know it?
So, how many glasses of peach schnapps have you had?
One glass. The bottle.
How about some schnapps for Pops?
He doesn't drink.
One glass, the bottle. That's pretty sugary. I mean, you're going to have a hell of a hangover.
Yeah.
I know.
I hope you're drinking it out of your Elvis cup.
Come see the Elvis cup, and I'll still be swatched.
No. Can I do my Charlie imitation?
What was that?
Can I do my Charlie imitation?
Sure, go ahead.
While I'm drunk.
Yeah, go ahead.
Charlie, how you doing?
That's good.
Can we hear that again?
It's fine.
It's Charlie. How you doing?
Hi, Charlie. What's happening with you?
Not much. Where's Buzz?
He's right here.
I'm here, Charlie.
I love Buzz's voice.
Thank you, Charlie. I'm fond of you as well.
That's a good Charlie.
Great.
No, I'm fun to Buzz too. I can't talk too well right now.
All peach schnapps. Anything else?
Oh, I can do other imitations.
No, as far as the booze.
Have you had anything else to drink?
Peppermint schnapps.
Peppermint
and peach.
Yeah.
Boy,
Put
there's
them
going
together.
to be some vomit schnapps in your future.
Georgia slut.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for the faggot drunk.
You really, shouldn't have that on an empty stomach. Do you have any hard candy?
No, I got some nitroglycerin pills.
Just drink some maple syrup.
Stop the
How
kidding.
much delay are you on?
Thank
I
you.
think I'm listening to yesterday.
Michael Hughes, thank you for checking in.
Oh.
It was good talking with you today before the show.
Always a pleasure.
Schnapps.
Schnapps. Listen, when we come back, get ready for a very exciting edition of the Joe interview.
Oh, exciting.
Now, not even Joe knows this yet.
Wow.
When we come back, we're going to have, I don't know, it's some guy, hold on. Maybe you've seen this on TV. It's going to be the next big thing. Upside down Christmas trees.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen this on TV? Here's a picture of it.
No.
Mike.
I don't get it.
Okay.
What's the point?
I don't either, but I'm telling you, it's the Cabbage Patch Kids this year.
Wow.
You think it's going to be that hot?
Yeah, I truly do. Just give me where's the good Brenda Lee one where she has some effing pie?
You know what I think when I see that?
What, the upside down Christmas tree?
One word comes to mind.
What?
Satanic.
That's a thought?
You know what? Whenever you see upside down, like in a Satan movie, it's always the upside down cross.
The trees stand upside down on a weighted base, or you hang them from the ceiling.
It will help the fire spread.
We don't know.
Yeah, because it'll go up.
Yeah, we don't know where that is. Anyway, listen, when we come back, it's the Joe interview. And, hi, Johnny.
They say that those things are for so you can put your big screen TVs underneath where they would not normally fit.
Really?
Yeah, I think Liz Crenshaw talking about that the other day.
Hey, there you go, watching Liz Crenshaw again.
Yeah.
How's Liz Crenshaw doing with that wand?
Oh, baby.
She's got to use the wand of wiping.
Sure. She uses that wand that everybody uses at the TV station. The community wand.
Used by Susan Kidd.
All for wand and wand for all.
Megan McGrath. Liz Crenshaw.
As much as you don't want to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy.
Wendy doesn't need a wand.
Wendy Wiper.
Wendy doesn't need a wand a little
She's
bit.
got her own.
She's skinny.
Yeah, she got adult acne.
No, she doesn't.
You like Wendy, don't you, Buzz?
I do. I think she's very attractive.
I like Wendy Uyghur. Wendy Uyghur.
Wendy Uyghur. It's really good.
Wendy Uyghur's good. Okay, here's the Christmas music. And hold on, wait till you hear about Joe and the Christmas tree. Hold on.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring.
Right.
Sing it, potty mouth.
Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll
Hey, that's just
Patty.
That's out of line. So, it's the upside-down Christmas tree. It's the Joe interview. When Joe comes in the studio in our next break, he may need assistance. Joe will be doing the entire interview standing on his head.
Wow.
To get a perspective.
Yeah.
Right.
Very good.
So it'll be upside-down Joe.
So he can feel like the tree.
Yes, and also we have a chance of getting a very higher quality, much higher quality Joe, since the blood will rush to the brain.
Yes.
There you go. You got.
This should be a fascinating
What are you
experiment.
doing with the microphone there?
I was just measuring to make sure it reached the floor. We don't normally have broadcasters on the floor.
This is going to be very exciting, and I'm glad he wore a hat today. Oh, did he wear a hat today?
I don't know if Joe does handstands. I'm sure that Beth Ann would hold his legs.
We can certainly assist him, Don, if he has trouble, getting into that position.
Absolutely. Let's call him.
Joe.
Call him, tell him about his big break here.
Hello?
Hello.
Did you hear?
So, yeah.
Do you know how to? I don't know how to do this.
I think I could do it against the wall.
Yes, that's what we'll do.
Okay, beautiful.
So, and perhaps we'll find some sort of cushion for my noggin.
Yes, it's fine.
But yeah, it sounds great.
Okay.
I think you'll do a fine job, and you've never had that much blood rushing to your head before.
I think I'm gonna have a good time, Mike.
All right, Joe.
rocking around.
Bye, Joe.
Good day. I'll see you in 10 minutes or so.
Goodbye.
Later we'll have some pumpkin pie.
Merry Christmas.
No call for that.
I mean, come on.
She takes a beautiful holiday, and then she demands pie.
The effing pie. Where's the effing pie?
God, Brenda.
We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike on the Edge, 1550. Now, here comes Joe. Give me just a moment here to...
Hello, Joe.
Joe. Hello, Joe. Hello. There you go. Let me take the Killers off the CD and put in the Christmas music. The guy was on an airplane yesterday, on an airplane today. The guy's name is Dan Loffman.
Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and
Brenda. I guess he was on, the CBS morning show yesterday?
I think, yeah.
Wow.
And he was on another national show today.
Well, we're not doing the interview, but I'm thinking this is totally manufactured.
He's the guy that created the upside-down Christmas tree phenomenon. And joining us now is Joe Ardinger, who will be doing this interview on his head.
Ardinger the elf.
Yes.
Upside down, Joe.
Are you ready, Joe?
Yeah.
All right, you ready to assume the position?
Let's try it out.
Now, do we
All right.
need some help? Do we need some spotters in here?
No, you want me to help you with your legs, Joe? Rob, you want to come over and help me with us?
Oh, Beth Ann knows all about spotting.
I'm not doing anything.
You're going to hurt me.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Oh, Beth Ann's got the digital camera. Here we go. All right. We get some photos of Joe going. There you go. Ain't that nice?
Yeah.
Are you comfortable?
No, but...
All right, what?
Hi, Joe.
What about now?
Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Let's see if I can take this.
Joe?
Yes?
Hold on, Joe.
We're trying to get him in a position.
Do you feel the blood rushing to your head, Joe?
I sure do, Don.
Well, there really are upside-down Christmas trees.
Joe.
Hammaker Schlemmer has them.
How's that, Joe?
That's great.
Don,
Okay.
does that sound better?
Sounds perfect. Thank you, Mike.
All right.
And
Hello, Joe.
let me see. Your guy's name, Joe, is Dan Loffman.
Joe, your legs are shaking. Are you having trouble?
Yeah, I'm cool.
He sounds like it.
Joe, please say hello to Dan Loffman. Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Joe. How are you?
I'm not feeling quite myself. I'm a little upside down today.
A little bit lightheaded?
Thought I'd call you about your upside down Christmas tree.
Yes. I hope you don't want me to stand on my head on the airplane.
Are you flying right now, Dan? Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have interjected there.
No, Mike, this is...
No, it's fine. No, we are leaving in about 5 minutes.
Ah.
Oh. Well, anyway, tell me a little bit about your tree.
Okay, well,
what we found is that retailers needed a tree that would allow them to...
Hold on, excuse me, Dan.
He's falling. Hold on a
Are
second.
you going to fall, Joe?
No, I'm good.
All right, go ahead. All right.
Rather precarious.
I'm rather precarious. Yes, I am, Don.
You know, you're shaking.
Uh-huh.
You're shaking like, what's your name?
Once again, it's
Catherine Hepburn.
So your bag and you overhead bin on and need to see
You can hear the plane. They're giving the announcement right now.
Yeah, they're giving me the announcement about luggage and everything else. Okay, they're done.
Tell me about your tree, Dan.
Okay, well, what we found is the retailer needed a way to display ornaments without taking up floor space in the stores.
Right.
So by turning the tree upside down, it leaves the floor open and puts all the tree up above your head.
How are
All
sales?
the ornaments are at eye level, and you can put all the presents.
That's
in.
great, Dan. How are sales?
Sales are great.
I know you're trying to catch a plane, so we'll try to keep it short.
Sales are great. I mean, we introduced this tree 5 years ago, and by see what the internet and catalog sites such as Hammock or Schlemmer or Christmas Tree for Me picking it up, they've really put it into the consumer's eye. And now consumers want this tree for home.
Are you uncomfortable, Joe?
Hey, do they stink pretty, Dan?
Do they what?
Do they stink pretty?
Do the trees stink pretty, Dan?
Does it stink pretty?
Yeah, you know, does it smell good? That's Joe's way.
It just smells like an artificial tree. It doesn't smell like a real tree.
Joe just mentioned, we asked how he was doing it. He mentioned that there was a part of his body that has slid into another part of his body that hadn't happened since, his words, not mine, since he was arrested.
Last arrested.
Last arrested.
Was recent.
Last arrested.
Hey, Dan, do you have health insurance?
Yes, I do. I don't know if it's going to fix your problem, though.
Yeah, me too. I have it, too. I'm glad. Hey, Dan, now, how is Santa Claus going to get the upside-down tree down the chimney?
Well, hopefully the tree's already there.
My Xmas tree is made of lead and asbestos.
Well, ours is a little bit safer than that.
Good.
It'll hold your breath around your tree.
But anyway, how does Santa Claus get the tree down the chimney? What about the Grinch? How the hell is he going to steal the tree?
Well, maybe they make it Grinch-proof. Maybe you can't get it up the chimney, then you're safer.
Do you have an upside-down Charlie Brown Christmas tree? You know, one that kind of sucks, but it's still upside down?
You know, the first one we came up with did actually look like Charlie Brown.
Wow.
And then we've spiced it up a little bit over the years, and this year, the model everyone's been seeing.
Get some prices for
newest one.
Do you plant them upside down?
Well, you could grow them in Australia, and then when you bring them up here, they're right side up.
God.
Well, Dan, I know you got a plane to catch.
No, Joe, listen, you can hang up on the guy. We're going to keep you on your head and interview you while you're standing on your head.
A good dessert for you would be upside-down cake.
That's good. We could leave some of that for Santa, too.
Get the price. Get the prices from him. Joe.
Ow!
What are you saying ow for?
He's
down.
He's fallen.
Does that ever happen with the trees?
Do the trees ever fall, Dan?
No, they don't. They're pretty safe and stable.
Come on, Joe, get back on your head.
I'm being shuffled to my seat, so I gotta let you guys go.
Good day.
How much are they selling for, Dan?
Well, it's anywhere. We have a 5-footer that hangs from the ceiling, a 7.5-foot that stands on the floor, and a 7-foot that hangs on the wall, and they're anywhere from $500 to $600.
Oh my God!
What a ripoff!
See you later.
Thank you, Dan.
Good day.
Thank you very much, guys.
Good day.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Roman.com. That's the website.
They won for $400 at Target.
Joe?
Yes.
Would you get back on your head again?
I can't.
Why?
Look at he's in dire straits. Have you looked at him?
No, I can't.
Look at him over here. Come on over here and take a look at him. He's out.
Is he really?
He's feeling all woozy.
What's wrong with you, boy?
He's been a little prize fight.
What's wrong? Come on. Let's just get him back up on his head again.
Do you know what I'm seeing when I'm seeing him in that position?
Why?
Deja vu?
I'm seeing what I'd like to do during the show.
Oh, lay down?
Yeah.
Have sex with Joe?
No. Lie down in that position.
This is actually a great way to be.
Come on, Mike. You get one leg and I'll get the other leg. Let's get him back up on his head again.
Thursday Joe.
It's Thursday Joe.
That's right, it's Thursday.
Actually, this would be more akin to Monday Joe.
Okay. Do what you did before.
I love it when you speak in third person.
All right.
Okay, here we go. He's got his headphones.
Put him back on his head?
Yep.
Well, Joe does like to speak in third person.
Hey,
my wallet.
Hey, wallet fell out.
There's
condoms and
There's nothing in that wallet, thanks to Bank of America. I love you guys.
Condoms and roaches.
And IOUs.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
And,
Okay.
Here's one leg, and the other leg, and now.
Oh, that helps.
Now
we go back down with the microphone.
Now, Mike, what you should do is grab onto to the right leg like I've grabbed onto the left leg.
Make a wish.
Make a wish.
Hey.
Right.
Now,
This is a little gay.
Joe, how about a song?
Bad touch, bad touch.
Oh, how about singing? You love to sing. Sing that 10cc song that you like so bad.
Okay. I'm not in love, so don't forget it.
Now,
It's just a silly phase I'm going through.
let's see how strong you and I are, Mike.
Oh.
Can we actually lift him by his legs?
Gentle.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Yeah. There you go.
Now that's gay.
Sing, Joe, sing.
Sing.
I'm not in love.
Crying out loud, don't drop him on his head.
Beth Ann, get a picture of this while we got him.
Yeah, Beth Ann, get in here.
Come on, we can't last much longer. we
God
got
damn
Joe
it,
up in
Joe.
here.
God, you're fatter than I thought.
All right, come on now.
You have to sit him down
Come
for
on,
a
get
minute.
the picture.
Get the picture of us holding him.
Might have to set him down.
Yes, you are. Just big and gigantic.
Got it? All right, ready? All right, drop him.
Okay. Oh, I did.
Oh, dear.
Oh, did
all
you?
right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You didn't break your neck, did you? There he goes.
Not this time.
Hey, Joe, does that feel good?
Joe, let's find out from Joe how he's feeling. I guess we'll have all of these pictures at Don and Mike website.
These pesky
.com.
directional microphones.
Johnny or Joey? Oh, who's in here? John was in here. Joe's in here. Beth Ann's in here.
Joe's standing up now. Hey, we're all here.
Hi, Joe. How you doing?
All right.
How did it feel? Get all that blood flowing to your brain.
Oh,
That's more blood that's been in your brain for your whole life.
Mike, you remember how we
Hurts,
felt
doesn't
when
it?
we both did like 4 helium balloons?
Yeah.
That's how he looked.
Similar.
Yeah.
You looked a little gray.
ow.
You know what'll fix it? Cigarette.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You and I look like Fag and Fag.
I know.
Holding him up.
We did hold him up, though. We held him with his hair, with his head suspended over the pillows.
I saw something like that in Real Sex 22.
That's gay. It
Feels like a bad hangover.
Right. People are used to that.
Oh, man, we need a stripper for a palate cleanser.
Every
We
day.
really do.
Every day.
This is Jessica.
Hello, Jessica.
Hi, Jessica, you're running the front desk?
No, I called her at her extension.
Oh.
Hi, Jess. What's happening?
Hi, how are you guys?
We're doing great. Are you busy at your job here at the station, or have you been listening to our show today?
I really haven't been listening much today. Why, what's up?
Joe was we did an interview. There was a guy who's selling these upside-down Christmas trees.
Oh.
And Joe did the interview standing on his head.
Oh, my God.
Pretty clever, huh?
Isn't that good?
How would you like to come in and try standing on your head?
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
It'd just be a chance for me and Mike to hold your legs, really.
Wanted to give you the chance.
Yeah, we'd support you.
You guys are silly.
We're silly.
Yes.
Are you going to put your gym clothes on later today?
I am.
You going to the gym again?
Yes.
Stop by before you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What's up with you, Joe? You look like you're gonna upchuck.
No,
Are you all right?
it feels better if I do this.
If you okay? If you do what? If you lean over like you're retching?
Yeah.
Nice posture.
Thank you.
Why, do you get a real headache if you don't do it?
Yeah, and it's like if I stand up, my head hurts.
Joe's having an aneurysm.
Joe, I'll sell you 2 Excedrin for $8.
Did you say he has an
hurts?
An angerism?
No, an aneurysm.
Because an angerism.
Having an aneurysm.
Because he's mad that he had to stand on his head.
No, I'm not mad.
Not at all.
I'm starting to worry about the boy here.
Too hurt to be mad.
How you doing?
Good.
I don't believe
You going to be in that posture all day long?
Until that hurt goes away from standing up.
Okay, well, let's see how long it takes the hurt to go away. Just stand up for a second. Ooh. And now, using the Buzz scale, because Buzz is a great one giving us percentages and numbers.
Did you see his little wobble there?
Yeah. Ooh, a little woozy. On a scale of a percentage, 1 to 100, what's the percentage you feel normal at right now?
25%.
25%.
Do you want to sit down?
No, it's fine to stand up. It's just better like this.
Yeah. Less pressure.
Now, when he says that, see,
Yeah, I'm bending over.
I wish that
We're not on TV.
I wish that you could be better with your your verbal skills. What he's doing,
Well, that's why you make the big bucks, Don.
he's bending over as if to be catching, not pitching.
Right.
So the blood seems to be like still in your head, and when it rushes out, you got. But do it slowly. Now just sort of change there. Now do that for a few minutes.
It's like being a diver with the bends.
That's exactly what it is.
You have to adjust. He's not red.
And the headache feels kind of like
now slow down. Keep that position for a while because you're almost fully erect.
Almost.
Just trying to describe the situation.
Sure you are.
Homo. Perhaps if you'd stayed on with Jessica a little longer. Hi there, you guys are silly.
That's a nice way for a woman to say, you perverts.
Yes.
No, I don't think
Don and Mike, 20 years of silly. It's got them this far.
See? That's all the blood that's circulating around his brain.
I think he's better.
Yeah, wait till that blood gets back distributed in the rest of his body, though. He'll go back to Thursday Joe.
This will help.
Come on, Jess.
Hey, you guys have given me a reason to drink tonight.
Ah, very good. Yes, clear the cobwebs out.
You needed the reason. Like you read
move some old cobwebs out and some new cobwebs in.
Mm-hmm. You read it the Neeson. Oh, and now Jessica's
I didn't read the Neeson, but I'll take it.
She's not.
Jessica Baker is not available at the moment.
Oh.
Went to voicemail.
At the tone, record your message.
Yeah.
To end your recording, press number sign.
I did take
Chalk it up to another one we chased away.
Hello?
We're sorry.
This is Ward Cleaver. He come down with something.
Unexpected.
Hi, Jessica. Just wanted to give you the chance one more time, as long as the pillows are here in the studio for your head, to come down and stand on your head for
Actually,
us.
Beth Ann took the pillows, so Jessica would have to bring her own pillows.
That's like something out of a movie. All right, bye, Jess.
Bye-bye.
And Joe,
simply
thank
stating
you.
a fact.
Thank you, Joe.
Hey, I'm feeling better.
Oh, good.
You look better. Thank you.
Oh, which reminds me, pillows, Jessica, reminds me of sex. And I must tell you that last night, when I bought my 3-hour block on DirecTV,
yes,
I finally did as everybody requested,
Good.
and I got to a certain scene in one of the films,
right,
that I enjoyed. So I hit the record button
to preserve it for posterity
on TiVo. And how do I describe the scene? I think I may never have to buy another porno again.
Wonderful.
It was that good.
Well, it's actually only 7 minutes.
Okay.
Now, for
perfect.
me, that might as well, with the way I am in sex, that might as well be 7 hours.
Did you remember the principals' names or their descriptions?
Her name is Savannah somebody. It's I don't remember her last name.
Right.
But yes?
I hesitate to ask, did it involve someone standing on their head?
No, it did not.
Okay, he just had that idea.
Good question.
No, it did not. So I was watching this movie, and I was not really getting into it. And then, how do I say this? It started raining. Raining all over her.
More than one principal? More than one actor?
Yes, there was. Mike, there was more than one storm front that had moved into the studio with her. And there may have been, I don't know, 7, 8, or 9 different storm fronts.
It's a superstorm.
And,
you like that?
Well, no, no.
Now we know what you're into.
No, bear with me. So, I see that, and she's a good-looking chick, right?
Hail, hail, the gang's all here.
No, hold on a second. So, it's like, she's a good-looking chick, and I see that there's like 8 guys in the room, but the first guy, it's like, I think, now this is perfect. I like this. I will get to see her like, this is a movie that I can use over and over again, because it's got 8,000 different guys. So I watch her with the first guy, and then I hit the record button, and I go back to watching whatever I've got, TiVo, PTI, or Bernie Mac, or whatever. I get up today, and I think, no need to buy a porno. I've got that great porno.
Right.
So I push the button, and it says Savannah, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
And I see time of movie, because I came in late on the movie.
Right.
I only recorded the last 3 minutes. Now, to show you the type of stallion I am, I lasted not even 1 minute into this.
Wow.
I watched it in its entirety today, the part that I had saved.
Right.
The woman might as well have. She might as well have been God, God, I'm trying so hard to put this.
She might as well have been having a plaster cast of herself made.
Mike, those donuts, what are those Elvis donuts?
Oh, Krispy Kreme.
Yes. She might as well have been a Krispy Kreme with so much glaze. I mean,
now the question is that because it was a GB?
Yeah, and while I thought, see, here's
did you make him? I got to get to the point here. Did you make a mistake?
Yes.
By ordering this?
No.
Or is this the type of thing? Is this your cup of tea?
No. See, God damn the FCC. Let me tell you. Okay, I'm watching a porno, and it's the very end, and it's the money shot, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to tape this. So I tape it, and I Now, I get done with the and I think the movie's got like 30 more minutes left because she's in a room full of guys.
Oh, you don't realize that it's all going to be one big scene.
I come back today, no pun intended.
Right.
I turn on the TiVo, and it says it's 3 minutes. I'm like, well, that's impossible. I recorded this like at 8:30. The thing runs until like 9:30. Well, as it turns out, it's just the last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And
all it is it's raining men.
Oh, my God.
All the fireworks went off at once.
Yeah, no.
I understand what you're saying.
Yes. What she does is...
It was the conclusion of a GB.
It was my thought, and I did see the guys in the background. I thought that it would be, now don't get me wrong, I like hardcore, but I like romantic hardcore.
That's right.
I thought that the first guy would, and then...
Well, your clue should have been when you saw all the guys standing in the room.
But they were not all standing in the room like, I'm next.
Right.
I thought, the way, now if I was...
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How many total men were involved in this one scene?
8.
Ugh. That grosses me out.
8 is enough.
I hate that.
So, now I feel like a real loser.
Well, now you just erase it and you record something that's better.
Yeah, but see, now this is the problem. This is why I'm afraid to record
So
porno.
you obviously liked the woman.
Oh, the woman was beautiful. Blonde, looked like not fake.
Tell TiVo to look for her name.
Look for what? Samantha the whore? I mean,
Savannah, whatever her name is.
There's a lot of Savannahs or Samanthas. I guess my point is, just be very careful. If you're going to rent something and you're like me and you've got low tolerance and basically, with Frida, my God, if Frida took her shoes off.
Just plug in the name Savannah Drippington.
Seriously, if Frida walked into a room and just started to change her clothes in front of me,
right?
I would.
That was enough.
Okay, I'm done.
Sure.
That's all I would need. So now I'm watching these videos, and like I said, I thought, oh, hey, look, she's cute. And look what she's doing. Oh, that's fantastic. It's like a good money shot. Well, and then I thought, oh.
So you thought these guys were just casual observers for Savannah Bullseye?
I thought that it was going to be, she would have a vignette with each of them.
Yes.
Right. I didn't realize it was the end of the feature. And also, I see the problem is, like I said, she does the first guy. It takes her about 60 seconds.
You know what blondes say after sex?
What?
You guys play for the same team? It's an old blonde joke. It seems to apply in this particular.
Anyway.
Savannah Cup. Savannah Jar.
That's right.
Come see the Elvis Cup, and ask Elvis what's up. He'll tell you that he loves you much.
Anyway, if she didn't look like a goddamn living Cinnabon by the end of that movie, I don't know what to tell you. Like, God, what if God forbid.
And it wasn't your cup of tea, right?
No,
I don't think anybody.
And here's my worry,
that.
God forbid.
I think that's gross.
And I think about this all the time since Frida, God forbid, what if anything happened to me? And they're going through my stuff, and somebody sees TiVo, and it's okay that it's porno, but what if they turned it on, and it was just...
What's this? It's only 3 minutes. Oh, my God.
It was just 8 guys at once, and the chick looks like a carrot cake.
That's not the scene you want to be remembered for.
Thank you, Buzz.
All right, we'll find you a better scene.
Okay.
I get that.
Anyway, it's funny how you get fooled, because I was done, pants up, socks, cleaning up the mess.
That's the way we like to,
There you go again with your...
Pants up. So they were making like a replica of her in plastic?
Yes, they were.
Mm-hmm. Fascinating.
Anyway, it was on the TiVo today, and I thought,
hi, I'm Savannah, speaking for Philadelphia Cream Cheese.
See, because the problem was, I think today I go down this morning and think, hey, I've got this movie from last night. I turn it on, I say, I've seen this 60 seconds with this guy. Let me see what she does with the next guy. And it turns out the next guy, he's already ready.
Yeah.
And then the next guy, it's like, before you know, it's like, holy crap, this is like
singing. Gotta hand it to those actors.
It's like singing in the rain.
I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could perform with that many guys in a room that were all performing at the same time. I think I would be far too just turned off by it.
She's pretty talented, Mike.
She is?
She is, but it was gross.
She's gross.
I had to delete it.
It's one thing, the girls that do that movie, when you see them like with one individual, you can almost forget, you can lose yourself in it and then just be like you're enjoying the experience. But when you see that, you realize what you're really getting. Just like that guy that produced those films.
Oh,
that garbage cans.
That's right. 2 minutes later, it looks like the fire in the House of Wax. It's nonstop. And the girls in the middle of it going, I'm melting.
So I have one crucial question for you.
Yes.
Is it still on your TiVo?
No, it's gone.
You erased it.
It's deleted. Okay. It's gone. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day.
Yes.
Well, live and learn.
That's right.
Live and learn.
That's right. That's exactly right.
You look at my TiVo now.
Hi, Don. Consenting adults.
You won't think I'm a perv. You know what you see on my TiVo now? Maybe a couple Law and Orders, a Letterman.
Good.
A Green Hornet.
Right.
You won't see. Yeah, you won't see the Milking Maid anymore.
Jerry Orbach, the late Jerry Orbach, used to be in Playboy. All the time, posing with naked ladies.
I'm imagining now, what if they had a scene where, okay, now you got to be, I'm going to be very specific on the Law and Order.
Okay.
The original Law and Order, that's got the fat black chick who's the sergeant or the boss. Okay, so she's the one sitting in the middle of the room.
Right.
And it's the late Jerry Orbach, and it's the brother that plays his partner. And then maybe even you have some cross-pollination from the other shows where you bring in, like, Richard Belzer and Ice-T. And
all of it's sponsored by Savannah for White Rain Hairspray.
They all go to town on her. How about that?
Interesting enough that you erased it from your TiVo, but it certainly made an impression on
me. Mike, it's not erased from the TiVo between the years.
That's right.
Kind of like watching the fireworks.
That's right.
Or Old Faithful.
That's right.
Now, is there a group sex scene in the episode of Green Hornet that you have TiVo'd?
Yes, there is.
Always.
Kato.
It's amazing what you can get for your $12.99.
And you never know, because the Green Hornet has that big wand thing.
Yes, he does.
That one time something came out of that wand that wasn't green, I'll tell you that.
God.
His ween wand.
They've certainly removed the sex from this discussion, haven't they?
Yes, they have. Thank God.
Now that we're back, we're getting into comic books again. And you know who brought that? Ken Doll over here. That's who did it.
No, I brought it up first.
But he jumped on the microphone.
Green Hornet, funny.
Do you ever log any time with the old 590?
I can't.
You can't.
Not in my house.
Yeah,
no.
2 kids and a grandfather? No,
that'd be pretty much impossible.
Unless he would, of course, split the cost. Big Daddy, I've got an offer for you.
Oh, my God. And what have he said to you? Okay.
Love to.
Let's watch together.
No, thank you. He would only do pay-per-view Matlock.
Hey, Don and Mike. Or you don't know could fill a book.
That is the type of thing, seriously, that Rob may wake up screaming tonight thinking. That'd translate really well into a nightmare.
Just screaming, soaked with sweat.
Soaked. You're soaking in it, Savannah. Hello, Don and Mike show. I mean, really, what a
that movie made an impression on you.
What a big whore that girl was.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right, here I was thinking she was so beautiful at the beginning because she was only on guy number 1 of 8.
There's a certain type of porno actress that participates in that type of fun.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, Don, I have the name of that porn star for you.
Who is she?
It's Savannah Sampson.
That's a winner.
Is that her specialty?
She's a real hot blonde chick. I don't know if that's her specialty. But,
aren't there like women in the business where that's what they do? That's their big thing is that they have the train.
Many have specialties.
You put that on your business card.
Yeah.
Receptacle.
Oh God.
Your money shot girl.
Because really, at a certain point,
squeegee girl.
At a certain point for the woman, I mean, they're really not. They're doing a job.
Yeah. You're soaking in it, for goodness sakes. Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I got a buddy of mine who went out to an adult entertainment club.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking at. Hold on. Give me a second. I went. Yeah, because Rob just found a picture of her. Okay, Mike, come on over. Take a look. All right.
You know, she looks a lot like Jessica Simpson.
I told you, she's cute for a porno star. This is what hooked me on this movie.
And every Thursday night is Samson night.
Ain't she cute?
Oh, wow.
Right? For a porno star? So imagine how happy I am. I see her with the first. I see her with the first guy, and I say, "This is so good. I'm going to do what all my buddies say. Right. I'm going to TiVo this." I go back today, and it turns out,
she's a pig.
She's a school marm whore with 8 boys there. It's like, honey, you ever hear of a wash rag?
You know, why so quick to judge?
How about a hanky?
But I'd be very curious. Are there a lot of guys that really dig that type of activity? I mean, as far as to watch that in a movie, that watch the Gang of 8, that dig that? Because I think it's disgusting.
I don't like it in the Gang of 8, but boy, if it's one guy.
Oh, I mean, I'm totally into that.
Absolutely.
But I can't stand it when you have all the guys that are standing, and they're all just going,
yeah. A lot of them are just standing waiting their turn.
Just going like, hey, I'm next.
And what about the guy that's in the corner who's like, he's got 3 guys in front of him?
Yeah.
And he's doing
his very best.
He's trying to stay in the game. Yes. Hello, Don and Mike show. He's in the on-deck circle. Hello.
Sitting over on the heated seat.
Hello. And
more than 2 is too many.
You are out. Last call here. Don and Mike show. Hello.
God.
Oh, yeah. There's a professional term for those girls. They're called...
My friend, I just mentioned the FCC's all over.
He was so eager to help.
We can't say that. Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello.
Hey, Don, that area between your ears that's the TiVo is actually called the spank tank.
The spank tank. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Spank tank.
I'm going to the spank tank.
There you go.
All right, that's that. This whole thing started somehow with Joe standing on his head and you and I lifting him up.
Yeah, I don't know where it went.
That just made me think of Savannah.
Got all turned around,
so to speak.
Yeah.
I'd certainly, after seeing that picture, I'd certainly like to familiarize myself with the rest of her work if she doesn't do all those type of films.
She's not. No, I think it was just the big finale.
Yeah.
Big finale.
But the finale normally like that is normally there are like there are 8 guys, but there are 8 women there too.
No, it was just
not one.
She's a one-woman show, just like Lily Tomlin on Broadway or Whoopi on Broadway. A one-woman show.
Another one-person show like that, Gallagher.
Yeah, and actually the audience probably would end up the same way.
That's right. Show up with
wear a raincoat.
Exactly.
She wasn't throwing candy.
That's not watermelon.
We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Pretty good. Pretty good. What goes up?
Let them cream your daisy. Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
Thank you, Dude Walker. Now, let me see. We got a good Craig Wilson. We got a good Durex Global Sex Rubbers survey results thing. And then we got something that I know that we one of our most popular things that we ever read was a 1950s manual on being a good housewife.
Oh, I love that.
I don't want to read that again, but somebody tell me if we have ever done this. The 1943 Guide to Hiring Women?
No.
From Transportation Magazine?
I don't think we've ever read that.
No.
What do you think?
Bet that's good.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It doesn't ring a bell.
All right, well, somebody call. Anybody out there?
Do you have the feeling that we've had that on before?
Yeah, I mean, I know that one time we had the thing about housewives.
John says we have had it.
Yeah, see? You never know. See, I forget, too. It's like somebody emails me something.
I remember the 50s, have your house ready for for him, Keep the Children Quiet. I remember that one.
Right, and then
I'll remember this if you start reading it.
There was an update on this one, or on that one. Hold on, here is John. Hi, John.
Yeah, the hiring one is like, don't hire older ladies because they'll get cranky.
No, okay, never mind. Thank you. That's why I asked. No need for anybody to call. Thank you, John. Thank you. Sure does show how much attention me and Mike pay to the show.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, right. I'm pulling your wang.
Well,
I love this show.
we're listening to it most of the time.
So many shows.
Here we go. Get that music.
Hey, you know what? How many shows have we done? Seriously, because I was watching. What was I watching? A television show.
Ellen DeGeneres celebrating her 400th show.
Emeril Lagasse. I was watching the Food Network, and Emeril was talking about how many shows he'd done, and I said, "Jesus, they're sitting there with their little 1-hour shows," and I realized if somebody added up how many shows we've done together, and also the number of hours we've been broadcasting.
Rob,
December 10th will be 500 shows.
Shut up.
You're an ass.
Let's say that.
Would you get out of
You
here?
are an ass.
Okay, well.
Will you figure that out, Rob? That's your type of thing,
So, 20th anniversary is December 17th.
Yeah.
And you take 1 week of vacation a year.
Right.
That's right.
Okay, I can
For
do
20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be 20 weeks of vacation.
Right.
Okay.
Total.
Mike, let me see. Gosh, I'd love to go with this Durex thing about rubbers and sex, but the Craig thing is just so over the top queer.
Is it another good one?
I believe it is.
Very good.
I believe it is. I say, do we have the music?
Come see the Elvis Cup and ask Elvis what's up.
That's the Elvis Cup song.
We got the music. All right, here's your copy.
Thank you.
From yesterday's pages of USA Today. The Final Word by Craig Wilson.
New and improved. Oh, I'm sorry. New and improved. I'll take tried and true.
Sitting among my email last week was one from a publicist who wanted to know whether I'd like to do a story on rebranding. I do not.
But I still scanned her pitch about how old products can be given new life with updated packaging and flashy marketing. Some razzle-dazzle, as the Broadway song goes. She also mentioned that sometimes rebranding is a last-ditch effort to save a venerable product from an inevitable death.
The whole thing got me to thinking. About myself, of course.
Was it time for a rebranding of Craig Wilson? Was it a little freshening up? Was that in order? Or is it already too late?
And what could I become, I wonder? I mean, how do we make this package even more appealing? A hipper, more withered version of myself, perhaps? Shimmering and bling?
Maybe blonde highlights would do the trick. Attract more readers. Or should I lose weight? Buy bronzer. Get a tattoo.
I have to confess I never really thought about rebranding myself. Though more Americans are.
I was at lunch last week at Cafe Milano, one of those you go there to be seen restaurants in Washington, D.C., and counted 9 women and 2 men who had rebranded themselves.
I know, but because it's obvious they'd all gone to the same plastic surgeon. They sported the same face, the same cheekbones, same chin, the same, I can't really form a smile anymore mouth, even. If I didn't know better, I'd have thought I had stumbled upon a family reunion of some sort. But enough about them.
Maybe I should ask Bruce Horovitz, our man on the marketing beat over at the Money Newsroom, what he thinks would work. After all, he's covered the rebranding phenomenon for years. He knows what flies and what doesn't. He could save me from becoming another New Coke fiasco.
I'm a bit leery about rebranding because I rarely see good things come out of this world. Whenever I read the words new, improved, I suspect at least one is not true.
For years, I went to Philadelphia to cover its world-famous flower show.
See,
there we go.
It took him about 4 paragraphs, but here we go.
And for years, I'd eat lunch at an old world seafood place within walking distance. It always was filled with businessmen of a certain age who I suspect ate there every day. The bar was worn by years of elbows. The walls were a dingy sunflower yellow. The floor was wood and weathered and wonderful. The clam chowder wasn't bad either.
Samantha's clam chowder.
Yes.
But the last time I went, it had been spruced up. Rebranded, if you will. It was slick and polished. Its decades of patina?
Yes.
Patina stripped away. Had a new bar, even.
I never went back.
That's why I think I might not do much rebranding of myself.
There was a man at my gym who rebranded himself a few years back. Hair plugs. He looked like a doll whose too eager owner had brushed his hair once too often. New Coke in human form.
I think I'll stick with a classic.
Yeah. Gregory Wilson. Gregory Wilson. I think I got the winner with the flower show.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Went to Philadelphia to cover its world-famous flower show. Send Wilson. Send Wilson to it. He'll cover the flower show.
And how do you think Bruce Horowitz in the Monday newsroom likes it when Craig comes dancing in and says, what do you think about rebranding?
Oh, Craig. Mr. Horowitz, there's a Craig Wilson to see you. Hide under your desk.
I thought he was at the flower show.
Wants to rebrand it again?
Cafe Milano. The name is Wilson. I'm here to see and be seen. Look at the 9 people over there. They've all been done by the same person.
Maybe blonde highlights would do the trick.
All figures approximate, but on your anniversary, you will have done 4,575 shows and spent 18,300 hours on the air.
Oh, what a waste of time.
That's not. He's not laughing.
I was just kidding.
No. It's a colossal waste of time. Give me those figures again.
I'm figuring.
Let me write this down. Now.
Mind-boggling.
Estimate.
Now you are seriously figuring in the time that we are away.
I figured out that for your first 10 years, you had about 4 weeks of vacation a year.
Not even that much.
Okay,
right.
And then I know what your vacation has been since you've been here, which is roughly the same.
Not enough.
4,575 shows.
4,575 shows.
And 18,300 hours.
18,300 hours. Wow.
Wow. That is a lot.
You should have gone for that hourly pay rate. What was
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Did that bring your lunch up? But
yeah.
Just thinking of that.
18. But here's the thing.
So we will approach 20. We will hit 20,000 hours before we're done with this contract.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
maybe.
Here, day to day. Here doesn't matter.
Yeah, right. Here's the thing. 18,300 hours. The truth is, I wouldn't have been doing anything any more productive during those 18,300.
That's right.
If I wasn't doing the show, that'd probably be 18,300 hours. I'd sit
exact same way. In fact, everybody in here is probably the same way.
Right. That's what we do.
It's 18,000 productive hours.
18,300 productive hours.
For us. 18,000 for us, maximum productivity.
That's roughly 763 and a half days on the air straight.
How many days?
763 days.
See,
if you never left the air.
Oh, that sounds smaller.
No, it doesn't. Because that's like being on the air.
I think 365 days a year.
Okay, how about this? How about this? How about this?
No.
All the hours you guys have been on the air together, if you did them all in a row, 2 years straight.
Oh, my God.
All right.
And roughly.
You mean 2 years straight? Yeah, 2 years without going home.
So you mean back in
10 months of commercial.
Back in 1985.
When you say days, you're talking 24-hour days.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking each 4 hour days.
No. I misspoke then.
So back in 1985, if Mike and I had just come to whoever we were working then and said, listen, we're going to work for you for 20 years, but here's the deal. We are going to work 24 hours a day for 2 years, and then we're going to take the next 18 years off.
2 years and change. Yeah, that would have been
We'd like to bang it out now.
Of course, the comedy wouldn't have been as topical.
And we would be very, very sleepy.
Yeah.
Because there wouldn't be any time for sleep.
But we've had weeks that felt like we were on the air for
Actually,
2
we
years.
could sleep, late at night. You could take your hour, do an hour on and off. Or 4 hours in a row.
Oh no, Mike! Come on, no. This would have to be like we'd have to be like the Jerry Telethon. I mean,
to be a marathon.
If I'm there, you're there. If you're there, I'm there.
But the first 7 years would be easy because you could play records.
You're such a historian of this show. It scares me.
It is a little unnerving.
It really freaking scares me.
Here's the math if you want to check behind me.
So when I'm in a bar...
Like I'm going to want to... And look at this. Does this look like Albert Einstein took some acid? I mean, look at what he's just drawn. It's like 85 minus 6 minus 7, 5 times 240, 5 times 220, divided by 5, 5 times 215, 24 goes into 18,168, 2,400 plus 1,100 plus 1,075, 4,575 shows December 17th, 18,300 hours, and he's got that circled like a mental patient.
So roughly how many shows?
18,300, or is that hours?
Hours.
4,575 shows.
Not yet. That will be coming up on December 17th.
Because Emerald was like talking about his 200th show or something like that.
Oh, please.
Big effing deal.
He can kiss my big white ass. I'm serious.
And print it. Take it upstairs.
I saw the commercial, too, for Ellen DeGenitals.
Yes.
Ellen's 400th show. God, please.
Maybe it's more than 200 shows. Maybe it's 400 shows, 500 shows. I don't know.
And Oprah's got her 20th anniversary this year. And goddamn, if they're not treating her like the queen of everything, that she's got the DVD coming out. And I saw her on TV today.
Oh, we have a DVD coming out. It's Savannah's Gangbang.
I did 20 years of drip.
I did see something on, maybe it was on that AOL clip thing, where Oprah was being interviewed by somebody about being Queen Oprah. And they said to her, what's the most embarrassing thing that you did on your show? And I thought it was very, very true that Oprah said the most embarrassing thing was after she went on and lost all that weight and brought that little wagon out with all the fat, that she immediately, after that show, went out and ate pizza and ice cream.
Wow.
And that after that show, she gained 10 pounds in less than 1 week. Sure. Now, I think that, I mean, everybody likes busting Oprah's ass.
Because everybody remembers I remember that show. I think everybody saw that show where she brought the card out with the fat in it.
On the DVD, she actually cooks up some of the fat and eats it.
Oh, and also, for whatever it's worth, because there's always that talk about Oprah playing on the other team.
Right.
So one of the questions is, if you take Stedman out of the picture, the fake boyfriend, who's the one man that you'd love to be with? And
Gayle King.
No, hold on a second. She said, that's a good question. I'll have to get back to you on that.
Yes.
She wouldn't answer. Now they said to her, and here is exactly how Diane Sawyer put it to her. Taking your best friend, Gayle King, out of the equation.
Right.
If you were going to have a relationship with a woman, who would it be? Now, keep in mind, for a man, she could not come up with an answer.
Right.
For a woman, it was like 1 second, 2 seconds, Selma Hayek.
Ah.
And is not Selma Hayek very popular in the lesbian community? In that Gina Gershon kind of way?
I believe that she's popular with both teams.
Yeah, well, of course she is. But I think really there are those certain women that are very, very popular in the lesbian community.
Imagine that. And I'm pretty sure, as long as we're on the topic of Oprah and that we can get off this topic, I am pretty sure that Oprah has the triangle, and that most days it's a garden that's pretty well groomed.
Yeah. But I think she pays attention to it.
But I believe when she goes to...
She has people who take care of it.
When she goes to St. Bart's or whatever island it is where she lets her hair down...
She's probably stubble Oprah.
She really lets her hair down.
Yeah, maybe some ingrowns.
Yeah, right.
Really nasty down there.
Yeah.
Sand.
Yeah.
Everything,
Boy.
Seashells.
Nothing used to piss Frida off more than... Frida's beautiful. We'd be sitting at the beach and... I always like looking at her in her bathing suit. I'd say, boy, you look hot today. And she'd stop it. Let me say, boy, look at that thing what's that thing right there? And it would be just this gigantic, look like a pus-filled wart.
Oh!
And it would be an ingrown hair.
Yeah, well, that's what vacations are for.
An ingrown hair right by the danger zone.
Yeah, that's where the trouble spots are.
Yes, come on, baby, lance that thing.
Lancet.
Let's do something.
Isn't that a
lovely.
shame, that lovely name? And it's also the name that you use when you're squeezing zits.
Yeah.
Lance.
You got to lance that boy.
Hello, Lancelot.
You got to lance it.
All right, Mata.
Anyway,
That's right, Lancelot Link.
Good for Oprah. Good for Oprah. She's got a show for 20 years. They're going to be kissing her ass from now until then. Us, we're on the air for 20 years.
We're going to get a plastic comb.
Hello, Don and Mike show. No, what
the most awesome show in the world. Oh, my God.
What are you talking about?
Please just rev it up a little bit.
Hello?
Oh, my God.
Are you watching a porno or
he's
what?
enjoying the show.
God, you guys suck so bad.
Oh, not so much.
It's amazing.
Oh, hold on. Now, hold on. Are you a ball buster? Are you trying to be funny or what?
No, he's one of those people who run.
That's
run.
All right, Joe. Chase him down, would you please?
Yes, hunt him down. Hunt him down like the dog that he is.
I like that. Because, anytime anybody calls to say that the show stinks and tries to be funny, the question is, why are you listening then?
Exactly. Because that's the thrill that he got. He got his entertainment out of doing that. So he has been entertained as well. So that's a good thing.
Of course.
And really, as time marches on, I become more and more confident of that fact.
Yeah.
Even those people, as much as it might be at our expense very, very briefly, it's not like we take it home with us.
No.
We actually entertain that guy. That's how he got his jollies.
Right.
He couldn't just have an opinion. It'd be like, It'd be like you and I if we could call up Joe Krebs and Barbara Harrison.
And then say something, hang up and run.
Wouldn't you love to do that?
See, but the thing is,
news for, hey, Krebs, you suck!
Click. Well, that's news for today, but with Krebs, it would be 90% of his show. Fortunately, those individuals are isolated cases.
All right, a quick break. Thank you, Craig Wilson, and thank you, Oprah, and we'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Hey. How about a hug? Oh. I hate goodbyes.
The Don and Mike Show.
It ends in like, yeah.
Okay, hi, this is Storm Radio, DORM, broadcasting live from the Bakery Science Building.
Great. They like to talk, and you like to listen. Don and Mike.
That's a great scene in that movie. It's right after he puts it in.
Tomorrow on the show, noted funnyman Patton Oswalt will be back on.
Great.
And also, simply the hottest woman in television sports, Nancy, will be on the show tomorrow.
Yay. She's traveling all over the country, doing play-by-play for some of the finest NFL contests, and she is
beautiful Jim
great.
Nance, the beautiful Jim Nance, who looks a lot like Michelle Wee. Jim Nance,
Michelle Wee, the golfer.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think Michelle Wee, incidentally, she's like, what, 16?
16, I think, yes. 15 or 16.
As Joe would say, she's BL. She's barely legal.
Yeah,
I think
she's hot.
Yeah, oh, yeah, absolutely.
She's going to be, I think, she's going to continue to get hotter.
Hey, Bobo? Yeah. Do me a favor, would you? The guy that called, we got his number on caller ID. Would you call him back, please? And ask him if he'd like to come back on the air and whatever it is. Oh, hi, Rob.
How you doing, man?
Whatever it is the guy was saying,
hi, Rob.
I mean, at least say it. Yeah. Okay, come on out and say it. Say it!
We want to hear more.
To quote Kiss, shout it. Mm-hmm. Shout it out loud. Detroit, Rock City. Need me to put it on hold?
No. Yeah, it'd be better. Thanks.
There you go. All right. So now we'll just hear Rob call the guy back and see if you just get voicemail or what.
Rob, your crew cut's looking particularly crewy today.
Thank you. I put some goo in it.
It's good.
Some Samantha goo?
No. I would have had so much left over.
That'd be a good last name for her.
It's a voicemail, an automated voicemail.
Oh, automated voicemail.
It's unfortunate.
Well, let me know when it gets to the message part.
Okay.
Okay. God, what is it saying? Is it that, like, the person you've called is not available?
Okay, you know what? It's a trunk line to a business. You need to leave an extension number.
Oh.
So.
Just put 0.
Okay.
Just put 0.
I'll get the operator.
Okay.
The operator is busy.
Okay, we'll call the guy back. Anyway, hold on.
Yeah, about 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday.
Well, that's his business line. Anyway, Come on, whoever you are. You called us. The first 3 digits of the number you called were 341.
Where's that?
Still busy.
Still busy? All right, just waiting on him calling back.
Well, I'll drive over there after work.
That'd be good.
Let me see. Buzz, would you please go to DonandMikeWebsite.com?
That is, I don't know if you've ever looked at it. That is a great website.
It's an award-winning website, Mike.
It's fantastic.
And there's a good reason that it's won so many awards. If you go to today's steaming show log, you're going to see the picture of the guy who had his ass glued to the Home Depot toilet seat.
So that's the guy. Hey, look at him with all the wires coming out of him.
Now, hold on. Before you scroll down, Buzz, as you know, this has been a popular topic of discussion with Buzz. This guy, where's he from, Buzz? Like Denver, something like that?
I thought it was Oklahoma, but I don't recall.
Anyway, he got glued to a toilet seat in a Home Depot bathroom. Now, I didn't know. Buzz had this story. I didn't know if it's true or not. I do want to thank our friends at thesmokinggun.com.
They're good.
Who sent us over these photos today. And now if you would scroll down.
He looks like he's in pain in that picture.
Scroll down and take a look at that ass.
Oh, no.
And tell me if that does not look like the ass of a man who really had it glued to a toilet seat in Home Depot.
Nurses say they had to peel away some skin.
Well, you know, what I'm looking at really is what I look at in the mirror every day.
Well, that
does not look unusual to me.
You should see a doctor.
That is, yeah. I can see that red. It looks very angry. It looks like he's been spanked.
You know, as a matter of fact, you could probably put a caption under that says, Rosie O'Donnell goes to the GYN, and no one would know the diff.
What troubles me is the irritation seems to be close in, which means he was probably really trying for something.
Could put another caption under there. Barbara Harrison gets up for work in the morning.
Now, this is the guy who, Buzz, am I right about this? That this is like the second time that he's claiming that he's sat on a toilet seat at Home Depot that's had glue on it?
There have been other developments since the original story. It turns out that he filed a similar lawsuit like a year ago. But
I smell a rat.
But that's not a rat. But since then, he has said that he would be willing to take a lie detector test. So apparently he thinks...
Hold on a second. What are the odds? So he's been he filed a lawsuit against another business establishment saying he was super glued to a toilet?
Apparently so, yes.
And now
these are the got to be a scam. What are the odds?
Of course.
I don't know. All I know is that the Smoking Gun has a copy of the lawsuit, and they were nice enough to forward us the pictures, so there you go.
Well, whose side are you on here?
I believe the guy.
You think the guy has gone into 2 separate businesses and had his ass super glued to a toilet?
I think he's on crack.
How could you? The odds would seem. I mean, we should get that green book, the Guinness Book of World Records, because that seems pretty amazing.
Then he has done something to his ass.
No, I don't doubt that he's been super glued to a toilet. I just think he brings the super glue.
Yes, yeah,
because he wants the attention.
It's a cry for help,
right?
Here's the only reason I disagree. And I don't want to give any of you young roughies out there an idea.
No, heavens no.
I mean to tell you, back in the day when I was hanging out with Stevie Vouch and the other guys, there would have been nothing that would have given us more joy than going into the men's room at a place like a Home Depot or somewhere else with some super glue. And just wait and sit. Just wait for some guy to come in and pinch a load.
I saw this guy interviewed on television.
I mean, hell, I'd love to do it here. But the problem is, your timing has to be perfect because that super glue dries so fast.
Yeah. I saw the guy interviewed, and the guy comes across as very, very normal. He said, I had the way he put it was kind of gross because I was at Home Depot. I had a bit of a sour stomach. So I went in to use the facility, and then this happened. He said, I took the paper out. I went to get the little paper shield, and it was empty. And then I sat down on the thing, and this is when this happened. Now, I was watching the guy saying, hey, that's I was laughing, but it was, that was a practical joke that was played on the guy. But then when he says it's happened to him twice, it gets a little weird.
Wouldn't you see the adhesive on the seat?
No, hold on.
No, it's clear.
You guys are probably right, but let's say that there are some enterprising young kids.
Why are you creeping in, Beth Ann? Why? Do you have your 2 cents? What?
And don't you think if it happened to you once, you'd check every single time after that?
Yeah.
Not if you're old. And plus, let's say
he's not that old, though.
Uses that little paper.
Let's say he really had to drop something. How many times you run into the bathroom, you just drop your pants and
Time to paint.
down. There you go. Right. It's time to make some art. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
He's in the paint department.
Hey, guys.
Hello. Hi.
After hearing this story, on your guys' show.
Your guys is...
that's so sad. Oh, come on. Give me a break.
Okay, but only one.
Okay.
There better not be a whatnot in there.
Yesterday, Bakersfield Fire Department went to Home Depot to rescue someone glued to the Home Depot toilet seat.
Oh, dear.
Now, is this...
This happened yesterday?
Yesterday. Sound like a copycat to me.
Yep.
And this
I'm telling you, I didn't want to encourage the roughies out there, all you gang members out there, but I think that there'd be no better joke than making this almost like... I got to be careful what I say.
I do look at the seat every time, especially if I'm in a public place, no matter what the emergency is.
I do not want this to become the Tylenol epidemic.
Yes. No, not at all. We don't want copycats.
That we had before.
No.
Where,
no.
And that's why we have
don't need
all the stuff on the Tylenol, because people were putting cyanide in there.
I got another question for you.
Yeah.
Now, I know that super glue, adheres and it basically works rapidly, but I think as soon as you felt the goo, you would be able to pull up before it would, the only reason it would fuse you to that thing, even super glue, you got to wait just a little bit
Here's
of time.
the thing, though. I know this because I use super glue around the house. Hold on a second. Bear with me for a second. What?
Stick with him.
I'm thinking about your car.
Yeah.
You know what? Seriously, F you.
Just when you said you use super glue, I said, I know you use super glue. You use super glue for a lot of things.
You know what I'm thinking about?
What?
Your last marriage.
Wow. Wow.
It's like I'm
low blow.
Well, you pull one way from the recesses. I mean,
it just made me laugh because we were talking about
time I used super glue. More than one time I used super glue on my car.
I don't even remember the circumstances. I know it was like a Toyota product.
My butt was stuck to the car. No,
you did it didn't you do it to like glue on like a decal or something? I'm sorry to bring it up. I didn't know it was that painful.
You were out of control.
There's a photographer right there.
Got on TV.
Idiots ended up using it as a commercial.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hello. Were you on America's Funniest Home Videos?
I think I was on that. Yeah. No, that's when I glued the cats together.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, guys.
Well, thank God you said that, because I was going to say something awful about Santa Claus. But now I'll wait. Hello.
Wait for a more opportune time.
Please.
Wait when we get closer to the holiday.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Very well, thank you. What can we do for you?
Hey, this is Tom from Bakersfield. Yeah, that guy was correct. I'm a firefighter, and we went to the Home Depot and rescued the guy yesterday. Wow. We're not sure if it's a copycat or not, but what we believe happened was the guy used a gel, the super glue gel.
Super glue.
And it goes on really thin.
Super glue. It holds forever.
Goes on thin.
All right, thank you, my friend, for those who serve.
All right, Puck Show.
Oh, that's the guy. That's another show on our station in Bakersfield.
Okay. All right.
The Puck Show.
Yeah. Another Puck?
Yep.
Seems to be popular.
That's right.
One's not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. I got two things.
Hats off to Billy Shakespeare.
Then we got to take a break. First, this is going to be very informative for you, Mike.
Yes.
With we're doing Jeopardy when we come back instead of tomorrow again, because Jim Nance is just so Jim Nancy.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's got to go into hair and makeup.
We've got to make our whole schedule around her. Regis Philbin, who I'm pretty sure is stopping by today.
Oh, good.
Is returning to ABC primetime next year.
It's about time.
Now, it's not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
That was his first show.
Mm-hmm. Right? And it's
first show on the big primetime lineup.
It's not like a talk show. Regis Philbin has been signed to be the host of This Is Your Life.
The old Ralph Edwards show?
Yeah, now, I mean...
That was on like a million years ago?
Way back in the day. This was even back then when you had 3 channels. This is a show you didn't want to watch because some old fart would come out and you'd have a big photo album.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And you'd have to look at like baby pictures of someone you didn't know, a celebrity.
Right. And Ralph Edwards had that like old style announcer. All right, now you might remember this lady. She was very, very much instrumental in your life. Let's bring out your high school arithmetic teacher. This is Mrs. Simpson.
And the awkward moment where they would say, maybe you remember this voice.
And then the person would be like, no.
Anyway,
I can't say I do.
That's the new gig for Regis. And here's the quote from Regis. I'm going to read this right off the press release. My network needs me. I'm there. This Is Your Life has always been one of my favorite shows.
Regis.
Okay, so that's the Regis news. Now, here's a fast quiz for you guys.
Oh, good.
You know that there's product placement on TV all the time now.
More and more.
I mean, think back to when you're watching like an old Seinfeld, and they would go to get a can of Diet Coke, which is when the can was white with red writing,
Right.
and they would have the Coca-Cola logo, but it wouldn't say Coca-Cola, it would say Diet Chola or whatever they
Cola,
had to do.
just cola sometimes.
Well, now all of the networks are putting crap on TV all the time. Of the major networks, and I'll say CBS, NBC, Fox, ABC, and UBN, and even the WB.
Yeah.
Okay, of those 6 broadcast networks, who last year had the most brand name products that they put as placements into their TV shows?
I want to guess.
Okay, go ahead. Big guess.
I would
Buzz.
say CBS.
I would say NBC.
Robbie.
I have to be excused.
Right. Well, when I guessed Fox.
Okay.
As it turns out, Mike, you guessed?
NBC.
And Buzz, you guessed?
The CBS.
Mike, you're the winner.
Wow.
You know why? Can I tell you why I said that? Because for the very first time, I watched in its entirety The Office the other night. And the whole thing about The Office was that they were having a meeting at Chili's. And they were talking about, and at one point, even as a joke, he does the classic, I want my baby back, baby back, back. And then immediately after that, they went to commercial, and a Chili's commercial came on. And it just started me thinking about that.
Yeah.
So, I figured maybe it was NBC.
All right, let me see. Advertising World did a survey. They watched all of the primetime television over the last year. NBC had 21,286 instances of product placement on their primetime schedule.
Wow.
Last year, NBC was the winner when they had 11,000 products on their shows.
Wow.
They doubled. In case you're wondering, in this horror fest, CBS is second with 12,000.
I predict they'll be number 1 this year.
Followed by Fox, then ABC, then UBN.
Yeah, I think CBS would be number 1 if certain people were still here. Thank you.
And remember, you can't spell melodious without Mel. I'm sorry, I couldn't think. You can't spell lemon without Mel. No, I shouldn't.
No,
say
that doesn't work.
You can't spell money without Mel. No, that's not right either. You can't
sell.
No, hold on. You can't spell handsome without Mel. Let's just
yes,
leave it
you
there.
can.
Let's just leave it right there.
You can't spell amazing without Karmazin.
Okay, shut up. Sometimes just leave the driving to us. Please just go out and get me some super glue, please. You want to make yourself happy?
Don's got to stop by the Home Depot on the way home.
Right after I go to the bathroom.
Hold on a second. Don and Mike show. Hello.
Don and Mike, how are you?
We're doing great, thanks.
Good. I once, for a Halloween costume, was a vampire, and I accidentally was trying to super glue fangs onto my teeth.
Oh, God.
But I super glued my tongue to the roof of my mouth.
Oh, my God.
Oh, now, okay. Really? Can you tell us how did you get that fixed?
I eventually, I tried to pry it off, and obviously that didn't work because it started tearing on my tongue.
I'm not a beautiful lady from Chicago.
No S. I sounded just like Dennis Murphy. It was scary.
That's scary. I bet it's scary.
But ended up having to gargle acetone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boy.
Not
Jesus.
Good. So, but I got it fixed, though, and I looked great for my costume.
Now, when you gargled the acetone, did it, free your tongue from the roof of your mouth without it tearing away?
No, I still had to work it a little bit. It wasn't an instant release. It was
right.
It's like the Christmas story. You see the kid pulling his tongue off the floor.
Right.
Flip.
Trying to do that to your own mouth, your roof of your mouth.
Okay.
And of course.
Bye-bye. I'm sorry. We got to move. Let's take one more call. Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello.
Hey, guys. I used to be a police officer in Beverly Hills, and I used to use the super glue to find the fingerprints on matches. I was very street smart.
That's something that they should put on a TV show because I guess you really you're talking on on a book of matches that you could pull somebody's prints with super glue.
I would put it in the aquarium.
You would put it in what?
In the aquarium. and shine the light on it, the black light.
Oh, you use the black light from the aquarium to make it illuminate.
Hold on. Now here, of course, is CSI expert Joe Ardinger.
You can pull fingerprints off of dead bodies with super glue.
Joe. Hold on. Wait, what was, the cop said exactly?
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you know that, Joe? Joe?
I know things.
He knows things.
I know things.
I know things.
Ever since I was upside down, I had all these epiphanies.
Okay, thank you, officer.
Ever since I was upside down, I can pronounce epiphany.
Say it again.
Epiphany.
That's perfect. Why do you have to put the headphones on?
Well, I was listening to the officer.
Okay, well, no, he's gone. Now, say epiphany again.
Epiphany.
Wow, that's pretty incredible.
Who's the singer from the 80s that sang I Think We're Alone Now?
Tiffany.
And if Tiffany had a very brilliant thought come to her like a bolt of lightning, what would it be called?
Tiffany's Epiphany.
He's on, baby.
Nicely done.
He's on.
You know what it is? It's Wednesday, Joe, on Thursday, but only because we stood him on his head
Put blood in his brain.
to do the interview with the guy with the upside-down Christmas trees today.
Amazing phenomenon. He'll have to do the rest of the week standing on his head.
Well, let's try it Monday.
Do you believe all the material we've crammed into the show thus far today?
Pretty outstanding.
Value packed. Consider what you're paying to listen to this show, and I think you'll agree that
that's right. Well, we got to, we do have some commercial sponsors, but that takes care of all the equipment upgrades.
We'll be right back, everybody.
This is the Don and Mike Show. The Don and Mike Show.
That's the right order. Let's see who got it right. And in the fastest time, Ted Patchell. Ted, how are you? Congratulations. Homo. All right, let's go. Ted Patchell, congratulations. We had 5 people from New Jersey in the fastest finger, and you're one of them from Somerdale, New Jersey. What do you do?
Computer catalog salesperson. I take orders over the phone.
What did you do last night, Ted?
Actually, I stayed in and watched ABC.
All right. Your partner Thomas is up there. Hi, Tom. How you doing?
Hi, Regis.
Nice to see you. What would you do if you won the $1 million?
Pay off all the bills and splurge and go get a dozen pairs of shoes at once.
All right, fine. All right, good.
The Don and Mike Show.
And I've been the Philadelphia Flower Show. Craig Wilton signing off.
Warning, may cause an oopsie. The Don and Mike Show.
All right, well, as we mentioned, because we'll move heaven and earth for a beautiful woman.
Yes.
But Mike's Friday bit is on Thursday because of Jim Nance tomorrow, so let's play some Jump RD. I know that. It's Regis Philbin. But frankly, I would say I don't know where he's coming from. There's a story in the Inquirer this week that says Kelly wants to push him out. Kelly thinks he's old and that he has dementia. Ouch. There's also the story, of course, that we love about him and Michael Gelman.
Yes.
And then there's the news that we just had that he's got the new TV show on ABC.
That's
and
exciting.
incidentally, he was sick this week.
Oh.
And when he was sick at the beginning of the show, Kelly Ripa described the phone call she got. And what she said without saying it was that when the phone rang at 7 and she saw that it was the producer, she kind of thought Regis had died.
Oh, wow.
So, who knows what he's going to bring today, but here is now...
Like lost weight.
Hi.
Regis Philbin.
How are you, big guy?
Hey, Regis.
How's it going? Everybody doing fine?
Yeah.
Hey, Regis.
A little out of breath. Had to make my way down the hallway. Doing okay, though. We're Friday, ready to go on the Don and Mike Show.
Good.
Great to be with you and all you guys from the station. And let's go. Let's play the game. I'm ready to go. Ready to rock.
Oh, no, this is where we
You right,
chat.
big guy?
This is where we chat, we interview. Regis?
Hi.
Little host chat.
Yes, all right. We do the interview.
You seem to be...
We're going to panel, right?
You're fading in and out.
I'm not well. I'm unwell.
Okay, what's
wrong? The usual. You get to be my age, you have a few problems, but I went to my physician, I took care of it, and everything's fine.
I mentioned
I had a little lightheadedness when I was, I think mid part of the week, I had a bit of a relapse, but I made all the shows, and I'll have my traditional treatment, day off tomorrow, that should be okay. I'd like to promote my Christmas CD with that Apprentice guy. His name escapes me. Right,
Trump?
Yeah, the Trumpster.
Your friend.
The Trumpster's there. But anyway, Monday I was off, and she brought her Hispanic husband in to, that Spanish boy to host the show with her. And she was doing all the lovey-dovey, and I thought it was crap. But I was, I couldn't respond to call in because I had tubes all coming in and out of me. It was frustrating. It really was. Very, very difficult. And then midweek I believe I was interviewing Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. And I began to get lightheaded, and they had to actually stop tape. And other than that, I'm doing fine. Someone said I've lost an enormous amount of weight, but I work out with...
I think Buzz said that.
You look very trim.
I work out with Radu, and I'm doing fine, and I think I feel good.
All right,
I feel good. I'm just done taking, some blood thinners. That's all.
What was inferred...
I like Kelly, hate the husband.
What was
friggin' Bina?
Wow. Read.
Sorry about that. That's my old man. That's the old ways.
Yeah, right.
That's the old ways that we used to have. Yeah, sorry about that. I apologize.
He called Kelly Ripa's husband a beaner.
Yeah, that'll get back to me on ABC, and I'm sure they'll pick it. Hold on, let me get
Yeah, that's your cell phone.
Hello. Let me try it. I can't work the goddamn thing.
Push the button.
Which one here? Which one is it?
Hold on.
Which one is the button I pushed?
The green button.
Oh, here we go. Hello. What? No, I told him he asked. He doesn't. Excuse me.
Are you talking to Michael?
Gelman.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. He doesn't know He doesn't know. No, I told him I felt lightheaded. I didn't read. No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That's
Oh, you see, I never put...
I was afraid of that, yeah.
No, do we have the results yet? No.
Is it time for his cocktail?
It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
All right. I love you, too. Oh, I love you. I do. Thank you so much. Don't cry. Don't cry. I didn't tell him about the toilet seat. Michael, I've got to do a radio interview. Let me go. Goodbye. Oh, like a mother hen.
Yeah.
That's Michael Gelman. You remember him from the show. He's been with me for years, and we were at the Scotto's book signing for their cookbook the other night. The Scottos are great. So, I'm half Italian.
You are.
And, we had a great time, and then I felt a little fluish, a little under the weather, and I collapsed. That's the truth. I'll tell you. I don't tell any other. You've got your exclusive. I was in the elevator well, waiting for the elevator. What do they call that thing? It starts with an L. Lobby. It's the lobby. I was in the lobby, and Kelly says when I do that I've got what you said in
dementia.
The tablet. Yeah, that's not true. It's not true. But we were outside of the hotel, the apartment building where I live, and then I walked inside and I collapsed.
Hey, Regis.
And I hit my head.
Can I ask you an intensely personal question?
You can always, Don, I'll tell you right now, you can always ask me any questions you want.
Did you just make?
I've got a little problem that I have. Let me check.
Oh.
Hold on a second.
Oh, you didn't really have to check. I just smelled something.
Just pull down. You like the suit? You like this suit? I wore it for you, big guy.
Nice.
Wow.
You like that? A big suit for a big star.
Yep.
Yeah, there's something in there.
Have you?
There's something in there.
Have you gotten any test results back?
Not yet, no. But the problem is, what Gelman took me to a specialist on Monday, and we go to a specialist every Friday.
Right.
What they're doing is it's just a series of tests for motor function and other things, memory loss, and they're working with me on that right now. So what I was telling you was the story. Where was I?
Then why are you losing so much weight?
I'm losing weight because I work out and I eat right.
Hey, would you do an announcement for one of our affiliate stations?
Sure.
Say, hi, this is Regis Philbin.
Hi, this is Regis Philbin.
On is it AZT? Or is it?
Yes. Hi, this is Regis Philbin on WAZT.
That's the one.
Anything else you want me to give them for a message?
Sometimes they like dropping the W. They just call it the big AZT.
This is Regis Philbin for AZT. How's that? Will that work for you?
Oh, they'll love that.
Atta-way, big guy. At least I can do. All right.
KHIV.
All right. This is Regis Philbin broadcasting. How do you want me to say it? What do you want me to
first give me a KHIV.
Okay.
Then give me an HIV. Then give me HIVI FM.
Really, all right.
We'll sell it.
This is Regis Philbin on KHIV.
Okay, good.
And now drop the K.
Right.
This is Regis Philbin on HIV.
Now, HIVI FM.
This is Regis Philbin on HIVI FM. All right, anything? I'll do it. Get me one.
should cover it, I think.
Now, what does he want this time?
The call.
Wait.
Green button, Regis.
Open the flower.
Green button.
This goddamn. Hello?
Other one.
No. There's the button. There we go.
Turn it around.
Hello? When? Just now? No, he wanted me. He had me doing promo. He had me doing promos for the. Whoa. Really? Oh, my God. All right. I'll deal with it right now. Thank you, Michael. You unbelievable bastard. You're trying to tell your listeners that I've got AIDS. That's not right. That's not funny, and I don't appreciate that.
I don't
what
think
I
it's
have,
funny.
I'll tell you what I've got.
What do you have?
Alzheimer's. It's true. There, it's out for the whole world to see. That's what I got. That's the truth. That's why we're having the test. And I have to go in, and I have to memorize, and then they quiz me, and I put on headphones with beeps and sounds, and it's driving me nuts, and I can't remember. I can't remember. I can't even remember my own name.
Who was the president before George Bush?
The Ronald Reagan.
Who was the president?
I knew these things.
Who was the president who had sex with the intern?
Nixon? Why are you laughing at me? Please help me here.
Who is the president? Who is the president who took over when John F. Kennedy was assassinated?
Grant. What is that,
I'm sorry.
You know that
No,
I
it's
know
just
you,
sad.
Buzz.
Sorry.
You're all picking on me at once.
I'm very
It's going to be
sad.
fine. They got medications for it right now. What I'm going to take is a series of beta blockers, and it's going to be 100% great. Everything's going to work out for me.
Now, your wife, Joy, your make-believe TV wife, Joy.
Yes.
Joy. Remember Joy, the woman?
Yes, of course. Yes, my
Mommy?
wife. She was with me when I had my dizzy spell.
Yes. Now.
Yeah, and that she was in Florida,
and she knows.
She was taping her show that she did down there. I came back, and then it was Tuesday or Thursday. We were talking to Carrot Top, or was it Robert Downey Jr.? I wrote them down and tried to memorize them. My long term is good.
Yes.
The short term's no good.
That's the way it works.
Short term bad, long term good. Right. On the bright side, now there's no such thing as a rerun. No problems at all. But we had a great time. I was talking with the Greek girl, Melina Kanakarides.
Oh, the chick from CSI New York.
Yeah, she's great. She's hot as a pistol. And I was telling her that I forgot the conversation.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. They have it on tape. They'll probably run it for a best thing.
So that's your health issue.
Oh.
Regis?
Yeah.
Do you remember the people that you've told about your relationship with Michael Gelman?
I know that I told you.
Okay, but you've told me.
I told you and I explained it, right?
Yes.
I explained that we were lovers.
Yes.
So you know that, but I haven't told a lot of other people. I told your listeners, but that's a small group. We've kind of kept that in-house.
Right,
I don't get bothered by it in New York.
Nobody listens to this show. Yeah.
I got a nice call from Bob Denver this morning. He was telling me that he wants to get a reunion together and get Alan Hale and all the other people.
Bob Denver,
and that wonderfully talented Jim Backus. He kills me. He's so funny.
Bob Denver passed away about 2 months ago.
That's not possible.
Yeah.
I was speaking with him. Oh, dear, no. That must have been months ago.
Yeah.
That's another conversation.
Yeah. Hey, how about that World Series?
Yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it? Boy, I tell you, my guys are doing great. Billy Martin, baby. He's rocking and rolling.
How about those Shy Sox?
The Shy Sox, sure. They're great, aren't they? Chicago, great town.
Right.
Great town. I've done my show. Incidentally, short-term memory working right now. Joy and I will be up Friday night in Niagara Falls, the honeymoon capital of the world, and we'll be performing up there, brought to you by Welch's Purple Grape Juice. I hope that everybody comes up, fine, and sees us up there. Should be fine. My agent says I'm up for the sequel to The Godfather.
Huh.
I'm going to play one of the politicians because I'm half Irish and half Italian. I'm up for the role of Tom Hayden. Very, very excited about that. About what we're supposed to be doing here. Chatting and then we're game. I'm playing it was fought game, but
right.
I'm still Yankees. I always remember that. I always remember.
When's the last time you talked to your good friend Ron Reagan?
Ron Reagan? Probably within the year, I've had a chat with him, and he's doing well.
What's he got to say?
He's loving life. He rides his horses and doesn't like to be in the spotlight, enjoying life. Life after the governorship.
Yeah,
really having a good time. And the governor of California, as Joey Bishop told me, that's a tough gig, especially for a former actor. But it's NFL time, right?
You're right.
Did the Giants beat the Boston Redskins?
The Boston Redskins.
This doesn't work.
Open it up.
Open the phone.
This doesn't work.
Now press the green button.
Who needs these things?
You do. Right
Who
now
needs
it's ringing.
Okay, there you go. Press it.
Hello. I know. I'm trying to make sense, but I can't. There's stuff that I bring up. Look, that would be fun. No, Joy's not. She's never there. In Manhattan. I'll be back there at midnight or so. Gonna have dinner down here. I love you. Hold on. Can you excuse us for 1 second? Just off the microphone.
Please.
Private time.
Okay,
private time.
Not too long.
We're not listening. Everybody, shh.
Yes, I know it's not spontaneous. You don't like the not spontaneous. I plan to make love to you. I will. Yes, you can do that tonight. You can do it. Right? Bring it. Bring that special toy. Right? The one with the string?
Oh.
I love you. Goodbye. All the way in. Bye-bye. Now I forgot what I was talking about.
Sure.
I was talking to my special friend.
Does Michael Goldman have the purple mustache?
Yes, we're the Welch's purple soda that I hawk on TV. It's great. What are you laughing at? Come on, give an old man a break. Will you? Words. I've had that as long as I've been the man that's been most very about I do with Russian. You remember him from those Batman shows, and a great tribute to him. So talented and doing great. He's wonderful. He's a big mimic. He really is. We're having a great time.
All right, we're going to come back with Regis and Low Budget Jeopardy.
You're all humoring me. You've got that look on your faces. No. I'm going to be fine.
We love you, Reed.
No. Michael said that I'm going to take a pill, that I'll be back up to snuff in about 2.5 to 3 weeks. It's no problem at all. Looking forward to it.
877-365-3636, our number. We need 2 players, or maybe 1. I don't know. Beth Ann will tell you.
You should call Mrs. Green Thumbs. She loves games.
Low Budget Jeopardy.
She loves playing games. She'd play if you need a contestant. She's what?
Asked.
Oh, Lord. I forgot again.
No longer with us.
It was there, but then it was gone. Yes, she's underground. Sorry about that. Mm-hmm. Bye-bye. So long, Mrs. Green Thumbs.
Yes.
Damn it. Damn brain.
Hold on. May I set up to go to break here?
Yes, of course.
Okay. And the Sean Hannity Show will continue in just a moment.
Love your show, Sean.
Thank you.
Doing a great job. What time's the Factor on? I love your work. I really do. Where's the skinny Democrat guy? You know, the guy that, what's his name? Larry Holmes?
Alan Combs.
It ain't the Sean Hannity Show.
Oh, don't play games with me.
Look at me.
How am I supposed to remember?
Do I look like Sean Hannity?
No, you don't.
No. What's the name of the show you're on right now?
This show?
Yes.
It's Spanky in the Morning. How the hell am I supposed to remember this? Hookers. You can't trust them. You cannot trust them. Set me up all the time. God, it's tough. It's like the juice is being squeezed out of my brain.
Like grapes.
Why is it dark in the a.m.?
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike on the Edge, 1550.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
What's the word from Planet Crackpot?
The Don and Mike Show.
Coming up, handsome man recaps news in pleasing baritone. Stay tuned for this and more.
And now, because there's nothing else on, the Don and Mike Show.
Don't forget the return of the Fighting Gutterballs.
Yeah.
At Trinix, the official show bowling team. Tomorrow we'll be announcing who will be bowling against next Wednesday night.
Show bowling.
At the Bowl America in Fairfax at about 8:30. It's the Gutterballs against somebody.
Come see Mike do his amazing trick shot.
Oh, Black Betty, Bam-a-lama.
Squee-whack, I hate you. I hate your big fat ball head. Ass.
Thank you, Bloody.
There's actually one bowling trick I do from a horse.
No way.
Yeah,
you've got to see it.
Our amazing show bowling.
Go to Go to DonnaMikeWebsite.com, and we'll have the information. We'd love to see everybody come out. It's been a couple of years since the gutter balls have been out there.
Are you going to wear the 6-shooter with the tiny cowboy hat?
What, are you reading my mind? Just like in Parenthood.
Fantastic.
And now here's Buzz. Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Donna, Mike.
So anyway, go to the website. We'll see you next Wednesday night. We all get nice and drunk and
It'll be fun.
Have some good cigars. And, well, I'm sorry, Mike won't be drinking. The rest of us will be drinking.
Have a soda with
Isn't
Mike.
that the way it always is? Isn't that the way it always is? Isn't it, huh?
Always has been.
We'll have some candy for you.
Thank you.
A little sugar.
Go ahead, Buzz.
The headlines say Americans are complaining more about so-called indecency on radio and TV.
I think of the birdcage when you say that. Remember that? Yeah. Remember Gene Hackman's character? I need some candy.
But the complaints about radio and TV have been pointless for two reasons. One, TV's ignored the complaints and has actually put more sex on the screen. And two, the FCC is more bark than bite.
Yeah.
First, let's address the complaints. They were up sharply over the last 3 months. 4 times.
Sharply?
4 times what they were in the 3 months before that. But that's bogus because so many of the complaints came from the Parents Television Council, or NAMBLA for short.
That's bogus. Mr. Hahn, and Buzz, when you say that, the Parents TV Council, you're also talking about a kid toucher organization.
I'm sorry, what?
NAMBLA, that's kid touchers.
I thought that was
National
the
Man-Boy Love Association.
I thought it was the abbreviation for Parents Television Council.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good. Their members.
Pretty good.
What they do is fire off mass form letter emails to the FCC. The alleged increase is also bogus because of the way the FCC counts indecency complaints, artificially inflating the numbers. Under their system, if one person complains 100 times, that's counted as 100 complaints. Mm-hmm. The more you enter, the greater your chances of winning.
That's why I keep writing, Dear FCC. This morning, Jack Diamond said the F word at 6:08.
That's great. Well, thanks, Chili. F you.
Like that. The result is we're paying way too much attention to stories that say indecency complaints are up. Most of the recent complaints, by the way, were about the Fox summer thriller The Inside, which no one watched, and about the benefit concert Live 8, in which The Who sang the actual lyrics to the CSI theme that go, Who the F are you? Exactly. Right. Now, the more sex on TV story, and why that's a load of hooey. The latest study says there's nearly twice as much sex on TV now as there was 7 years ago.
I'll tell you what show I see a lot of sex on, at least in my mind. 2.5 Men.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's very objectionable.
I'm a chubby chaser. I can't help it, Mike.
God. So, supposedly...
Okay, all right. And on that Fox show, Buzz?
Yes?
Did they show the inside?
They did. That's one of the complaints, I think.
Did they show all the inside?
You know.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
All the nooks and crannies like on an English muffin?
I don't watch enough TV. You got me excited there.
We're just playing.
All right.
But despite the recent witch hunt sparked by Janet Jackson, they say nearly twice as much sex on TV as 7 years ago. The study claims it found 4,000 sex scenes in 1,000 shows, and that wasn't even counting MTV, and that's just plain lazy. They did, however, count kisses in nearly every mention of anything having anything to do with sex. That's sloppy math because it's so subjective.
I was watching the other night, and frankly, I thought there was too much oral on NCIS.
Yeah, I mean, really, that show is slow-moving enough. It slows down the whole investigative process when they've got to, duck into the closet.
There's actually been a complaint about oral on one of the Law and Order shows. It's, simulated, not really seen, of course.
NCI sodomy.
Now, equally sloppy in this study is the failure to show a cause and effect between sex on TV and the behavior of young people.
It's totally overblown. I was watching Boston Oral the other night.
That's a great show. Mm-hmm. Actually, teen pregnancies are down in this country over the last 7 years, despite the so-called increase in sex on TV. So, Kaiser Foundation, you've got some splaining to do.
Law and Oral.
Oral is the one that works the best.
Yes.
Law and Oral, SVU.
STD.
Law and Orgasm.
Yeah. Law and Oral STD.
That's the name of our show. Law and Oral STD.
Well, the number of complaints about television don't really matter in the end because the FCC can't seem to get it up anyway. The one thing that hasn't changed since the day we thought we saw Janet's nipple is the government bureaucracy of the FCC. Its investigations are slow. It never even gets around to pursuing many of the complaints, and the fines are, affordable. They did get about 1 million complaints last year, depending on who's counting, and not all the commissioners profile ones. And sometimes broadcast companies simply refuse to pay the fines and nobody does anything about that. The FCC will be handing out a ton of fines in the next few weeks to make up for nearly a year of no fines, so it will seem as though the FCC is doing something.
Really, Roberts has written, this is a funny joke. Yeah? I mean, I'm not kidding. This is the Rob.
I'm not kidding you this time.
This is the Rob and Carrie story. Against her will and grace. now I'm loving.
Wow.
Against her will and grace.
So revealing. So revealing.
And see, I sodomy. No, not as good as against her will and grace.
They've started quarantining people for bird flu. In northeastern China, they've quarantined 116 people.
Hold on, where's my Asian flu song? I think all I've got is my Elvis.
Come see the Elvis cup.
That works.
And I'll still guess what's up.
They all drank from the same cup.
I'm sorry, Buzz, you were speaking about the Philadelphia Eagles flu?
No, the bird flu, actually more from chickens, at least so far. Northeastern China, 116 people quarantined after 3 outbreaks in 3 weeks.
And if I could just stop you to say that you mentioned chicken.
I did.
And I didn't do the word association and say Michael Hughes.
No.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Oh.
That's good.
How about that?
How about that?
The no spinny erogenous zone. Yeah.
Yes, and we're going to have all sex, and more sex tonight on The Factor. Call me.
I'll be having sex tonight with the fat judge that fills in all the time on my
Judge
radio.
Napolitano and I will be doing it.
Right. Have your loofah ready.
Judge Neapolitan and I.
Neapolitan. It'll be me, him, ice cream. You bring the party.
So they've got this quarantine even after a massive effort to control the virus. The flu has not claimed any lives in China so far as we know, but it has killed over 6 people in other parts of Asia.
Listen, tonight on The Factor, listen up, everybody. Tonight, 2 in the pink, 1 in the state.
It's too early to even call this an epidemic, much less a pandemic, but a couple of cases apparently surfaced in the Middle East, in Kuwait. And most importantly, we still don't know if the virus is being passed from human to human or, pardon the expression, Hunan to Hunan. Still unknown also whether some chickens are silent carriers with no visible symptoms or whether the virus has now spread to other birds.
If the Chinese get it, everybody gets it.
That's right.
You said Hunan to Hunan. You pick up, you'll be ready 15 minutes.
Yeah,
See you then.
Take bird food right into your home.
The oil companies are asked to step up after record profits. I'll have their answer when we return.
You know what? This is crap. Yeah. We're going to stop this. We're just going to stop this.
Let's live dangerously. Go ahead.
You want to go ahead and I'll tell you now then. Senators stated their case yesterday about the high oil and gas prices and suggested that oil companies use their obscene profits to help poor people heat their homes and gas up their cars for work. The oil company executives immediately said nothing. They didn't offer to be good citizens, as we all expected. In fact, they didn't seem shaken at all by this investigation. Yes?
Let's break.
Let's do it, and I'll continue this.
I'm busting your balls. Go ahead.
Continue?
Come on now.
No, go.
Pulling your way.
Yeah, right. I'm pulling your way.
Wait a minute. Go ahead.
So the Senate hearing yesterday reminds me of my favorite parable. The cannibals listened carefully to everything the missionary had to say, and then they ate him. Cannibals don't change. So if Congress can't scare the oil companies, maybe the Federal Trade Commission can.
Have you seen pictures of that CEO for Mobil Oil, Mobil Exxon, that hair lip, big nose, creepy monster-looking guy?
Say what you will. Is he the guy that came up with Speed Pass?
I'm loving him. He's good enough for you, isn't he?
Yeah. Speed Pass. That's the biggest friggin' waste of time.
Gets the money in the oil company's pockets quicker.
Faster. And really, it's just as fast putting your credit card in there.
And absolutely no difference at all.
Not at all.
I like speeding away. So if Congress can't scare the oil companies, maybe the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, can. It's issued dozens of subpoenas to the big oil companies to try to get to the bottom of the recent higher prices. FTC is looking for signs the oil companies engaged in price gouging and whether that was maybe a conspiracy. In this investigation, the oil... The oil executives will have to actually answer the questions this time.
Yeah.
The FTC calls it a major investigation.
Keep believing that, Buzz.
Yeah, they're going to answer their questions and go back to their castles. Nothing will change.
Keep believing that.
The investigation has become more intense since the $3 a gallon we saw for a while.
As Supertramp sang, Dreamer, you're such a funny dreamer.
The FTC hopes to have its answers from the oil companies by spring. You should also know that 28 states have laws against price gouging, only 28 states, and there's no federal law against it, even during natural disasters and other national emergencies.
Yeah, they're gone.
Gouging.
Bambi won't have to learn to jump over an oil pipeline after all, and that's our story when we come back.
Oh, okay, thank you, Buzz. Be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Overstock.com. The big Overstock.com. The perfect place for PDAs like Casio and Palm. The big Overstock.com. The online place to buy your gifts for your dad and mom. No fighting the crowd. Stay cozy at your house. Easy way to shop. Just point and click your mouse. Many things to choose, like movies, TV, shoes, sporting, betting, jewelry too. All things you can use.
Santa's a little behind this year. I'm going online to Overstock.com. Shipping for just $2.95.
The big Overstock.com. The online place to buy your gifts for your dad and mom.
Overstock.com.
At CompUSA, we get that entertainment centers don't just sit in living rooms, because now you can enjoy your DVDs, DVR, TV, MP3s, and games on a laptop with a 17-inch Ultimate True Bright display. It's the Toshiba Cosmeo G25 with Intel Centrino mobile technology. Get yours for just under $2,500. Only at CompUSA. We got it, we get it. Offer good through Sunday. See store for details.
You know, it's amazing how many things you can do online these days. Plastic surgery online is still a few years off, but I bet they're working on it. And what about doing all your car insurance business online? Well, it's already here. At Geico.com, you can do most everything. Change drivers, change cars, change coverage, change your oil. I made that last one up. Geico.com. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
It's the Don and Mike Show on Pittsburgh's new talk station, The Edge, 1550.
Whether they're your spouse, boyfriend, or girlfriend, or you're looking to turn up the heat on your love life, Sassy Sensations is the place to shop. A gift from the exciting world of Sassy Sensations says so much to the person you're giving it to. You'll find everything, including pleasure toys, lingerie, fun games, edibles, and other erotic items the mall wouldn't think of stocking. Speaking of stockings and the like, whether you're outrageously sexy, a simple romantic at heart, or just have a naughty streak, there are Sassy Sensations surprises that will fit you. Sassy Sensations is completely dedicated to love, romance, and total enjoyment in the bedroom or wherever fun takes you. Pamper yourself, intensify each other's intimate moments, and be free to create your own special passion. Come see me, Vanessa, at Sassy Sensations, Route 88 in Castle Shannon, or click your mouse with sassysensations.com and give us a call at 1-877-467-2779. That's right, 1-877-467-2779. Sassy Sensations, where good boys and girls get even better.
Now, okay. Settle down, class. Now, today we're going to read out loud. Who would like to go first?
Oh, no, I'm not ready. Please don't call on me.
Chris?
I took my dog to the park. She made 2 new friends. Tomorrow, I'll take Winnie to the park again.
Very good. Now, who'd like to go next? How about you?
Oh, no, not me. Oh, no.
If you're the parent of a child who struggles to learn, listen to the little voice inside your head. Get help now. A lot of kids who struggle are smart. They just learn differently. For free information on how to help your child, visit www.focusonlearning.org. www.focusonlearning.org or call 1-888-478-MIND. Do it for your child. Do it for yourself. But do it now. A message from the Advertising Council and the Coordinated Campaign for Learning Disabilities.
edge. Heart damage, liver damage, death. Some of the most dangerous drugs aren't on the street. They're under your sink. Inhalants, household products kids sniff to get high. Protect your kids. Tell them never to sniff inhalants. Because just one time, the first time, can kill. Set rules. Be firm. They'll listen.
For more information, visit drugfreepa.org. A message from Drug Free Pennsylvania and the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Have you looked at the Daily News this week? Since 1884, the Daily News has provided the Mid-Mon Valley with in-depth reporting on current events that matter to you, along with complete coverage of sports, entertainment, and even local news. Don't know where to find us? In downtown Pittsburgh, look for us at Extra Extra News, CVS Pharmacy, Pittsburgh News and Lotto, or the USX Tower. If you're in Monroeville, you can find us at Kogo's, Eckerd Drug, Giant Eagle, Joe's Lottery, or Puffs. In Oakland, pick up a copy at Melwood Drug. For other locations, give the Daily News a call at 412-664-9161 and we'll point you in the right direction. That's 412-664-9161.
Get your Daily News.
With all the rain we've had lately, is your car covered with mud? Are the windows clean? It might be a good time to clean your vehicle. If you're looking for a quick, reliable, and inexpensive self-serve car wash, check out Weston Enterprises' 4 convenient locations. On McLaughlin Road, close to the Bridgeville Borough in Upper St. Clair. On Kennywood Boulevard, just 1/4 mile from Kennywood McDonald's in Duquesne. On Route 48, Mosside Boulevard, only 1/4 mile from the Gateway High School in Monroeville. And on West Carson Street, right across from Caravelli Chevrolet in the Keys Rocks. Each self-serve location has new vacuums for great suction, lots of soap, lots of water pressure, and great foam brushes. Treat your ride and clean it today at one of the Weston Enterprises conveniently located self-serve car washes near you. Oh, by the way, don't forget to clean the mirrors.
Welcome to Head Care with Dr. Kelly. You're on caller.
Hi, I'm having problems. People don't find me attractive.
And how do you know?
Because they gag when they see me.
Sounds like we're having a self-image problem, yes?
Well, I'm round, red, and disgusting. What can I say? I'm a polyp.
Aren't you being a little hard on yourself, Polyp?
Maybe. But there is one more thing.
What's that?
If I'm around long enough, I give you cancer. Hello?
Well, that's interesting. Can we go to the next caller, please, right now?
Oh, let me talk. I grow on you.
When a colon polyp shows up, get rid of it right away, because colon polyps can lead directly to colon cancer. Get the polyp early and stop colon cancer before it even starts.
Hi, it's me again. Hello?
And that's both for men and women. So just get a test from your doctor.
Hello? I think I got cut off, so to speak. Hello?
Colon cancer. Get the test, get the polyp, get the cure. For more information, call 1-800-ACS-2345 or visit cancer.org. A public service message brought to you by the American Cancer Society, the Ad Council, and this station.
Did you know that Pennsylvania has a seatbelt law? We do, and we're enforcing it. This is Colonel Miller, Commissioner of the Pennsylvania State Police. If you are stopped and cited for speeding or any other violation, and you are not wearing your seatbelt, you are liable to get 2 tickets. 1 for speeding, 1 for not wearing your seatbelt. That's 2 tickets, 2 fines. When it comes to seatbelts, click it or ticket. This message brought to you by Governor Edward G. Rendell, the Pennsylvania State Police, and PennDOT.
Have you ever heard the expression, you're not getting older, you're getting better? Well, when it comes to driving, that doesn't happen naturally, but it can happen with a little effort. Just ask 68-year-old H.R. Robinson.
Personally, I exercise 4 to 5 times every week. Anytime you exercise your body, you're exercising your mind as well. You feel more confident, not only in driving, but in all aspects of life.
For a free brochure, call 1-800-993-7222. A message from the AAA Foundation for Traffic Safety.
Hi, this is Jeff Schneider. Tune into my new talk show,
The Unshow,
every Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. on 1550, The Edge.
The Unshow
is a Pittsburgh call-in show for the disenfranchised, the mad as hell, and the chronically dyspeptic. But more importantly,
The Unshow
is the last line of defense against turning your boss's head into a wind instrument. Join me Jeff Schneider for
The Unshow.
Every Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. on 1550 The Edge.
WURP Braddock. WURP Braddock. Pittsburgh's new talk radio station is 1550 The Edge. The Edge.
Don and Mike on The Edge, 1550. An attaboy from the Don and Mike show to Lay Moonves.
Lay. This is the Don and Mike show.
Gosh, I hate to interrupt.
It's all
been so incredibly fascinating and entertaining and instructive. Really, the time has just flown by.
The Don and Mike Show.
Oh, now look at us, folks.
Giving lovers. So giving.
Yep.
Don and Mike.
You can even take your time here. This is almost a whole break. Go ahead.
Breathing room.
Knock yourself out.
Well, as I was saying, Bambi won't have to learn to jump over an oil pipeline after all. The lawmakers in the House yesterday decided not to open an Alaskan wildlife refuge to drilling. They also decided not to pursue their plans to open both coastlines to more drilling. They gave up the plan after they realized opposition to it might keep them from passing the rest of that budget bill, which includes cuts in food stamps and welfare. This is a big disappointment for President Bush. Oh, he was for the cuts in food stamps and welfare, but he made drilling in Alaska one of his top priorities.
Brother, what can I do to help you?
But it's not over. The Senate had no trouble passing the welfare and food stamp cuts, even with the drilling left in. It's like oil for food. So the House and the Senate will still have to work out the oil thing.
He did that again.
I know he did.
One thing's for sure, they will cut the social program.
And if there's any little kiddies out there listening,
yes,
a little the wee ones.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch Bambi, guess what? At the end, Bambi's dead.
Oh! You've let the cat out of the bag. You've let the deer out of the bag.
And you know who killed Bambi? Santa Claus.
What?
While he had his pants off.
Wow. I don't know if children should
How you
see
doing?
that.
I'm tired.
I can't tell. The Bush administration.
I'm tired because I got so much goddamn sleep last night. The doctor finally gave me that. I told you the Ambien might as well have been speed. It had like the opposite result. So the doctor gave me that starts with an L.
Lunesta.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's amazing about these companies? You see those ads. I've seen ads for Lunesta for probably 2 years. I never knew what it was. It's a sleeping thing?
I'm telling you.
I like the potato chips cooked in it.
It's fantastic. Not only did I get 8 solid hours of sleep last night, which I never get, I could fall asleep right now. And it gets to be
because you slept too much.
Yeah, and it gets to be the end of the day, and I'm getting kind of logy and goofy now.
And whenever it gets to the end of the day and you're logy, that's when Santa's pants come off.
And that's when he kills Bambi. Yes. After he has sex with him.
Lunesta, it's like you're getting sleepier.
It's like obesity in a pill.
So that's what Lunesta is. With that little butterfly flying around, that puts you to sleep. Huh?
That's right.
They never, you never know from seeing the ads.
That's what I hate about drug company ads, because they never tell you what the hell they're selling.
And the other thing that is so deceiving, you would think on a pill that's supposed to give you a solid night's sleep.
Right.
I'm expecting like a horse pill.
Right.
Again, I'm getting these things that are not that are smaller than Tic Tacs.
Brain chemistry.
And you look at one of them and you think, thank God I read the directions, because if it was left to me, I'd say these are so small.
You'd be dead by now.
Maybe 8 or 9 would do the job.
If you don't read the directions, you might not put them in the right hole.
Santa did that too. Awful Santa.
Then you wake up on Monday with a hole in your foot the size of a quarter.
Nick the perv.
Peach pits all over the floor.
Saint Nick the deer raper.
Finally.
The deer hunter.
Come on, Buzz.
Finally,
before he passes out.
They're trying a new approach to birth control in Serbia. It seems to work pretty well.
How do you think he gets the reindeer to fly? How do you think?
They're trying a new approach to birth control in Serbia. It seems to work pretty well. Don't know if it'll catch on.
All right, what is it?
Quoting fertility expert Sava Bajovic, we attach electrodes to either side of the testicles. She goes on to say this stuns the sperm, effectively putting them to sleep for 10 days, which means couples can have sex without fear of getting pregnant. the whole idea of electricity down there makes most men cringe.
Stunned sperm.
Many women find the idea delightful.
It's not bad.
And I can read at night.
Well, in fact, some guys who, may find this intriguing. They'll go out to the garage tonight and try it. Good news for them, quoting the fertility expert, we're hoping to have a small battery-powered version in time for Christmas.
You know who's into that is Santa.
Yeah. I'm Buzz
He's
Burbank.
not killing Bambi.
I'm Buzz Burbank on the Don and Mike Show.
Sorry, we're out of time.
No!
Kills Bambi, has sex with Bambi.
And the reindeer.
Yeah. And then eats Bambi.
Parental guidance advised.
For food?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Venison, Mike.
Okay. Just wanted to clear that up.
All right, that's it. Yeah. Another award-winning broadcast is off to the vault.
Nighty-night.
Yeah, we'll see you. God, I've not slept for one night for 4 months, and now I feel like Rip Van Winkle. I can sleep forever.
That's good stuff.
That's it. We got to fly. We'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Good day to you, sir.
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 All right, and you.
Remember Santa and the Tooth Fairy and the nipple clamp?
Right. And that bastard, the Easter Bunny.
He likes to watch.
Jesus Christ.
You know what they call the Easter Bunny?
What?
Roadkill. Here I am playing along, and I'm wide awake. Because you know what? My day just started.
See you tomorrow.
When we meet again, this is Sammy Davis Jr. saying, be kind, be nice, and I hope the next performer has the pleasure of having as nice an audience as you've been tonight. And let me leave you swinging.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
It's the Don and Mike Show on Pittsburgh's new talk station, The Edge, 1550.
Whether they're your spouse, boyfriend, or girlfriend, or you're looking to turn up the heat on your love life, Sassy Sensations is the place to shop. A gift from the exciting world of Sassy Sensations says so much to the person you're giving it to. You'll find everything, including pleasure toys, lingerie, fun games, edibles, and other erotic items the mall wouldn't think of stocking. Speaking of stockings and the like, whether you're outrageously sexy, a simple romantic at heart, or just have a naughty streak, there are Sassy Sensations surprises that will fit you. Sassy Sensations is completely dedicated to love, romance, and total enjoyment in the bedroom or wherever fun takes you. Pamper yourself, intensify each other's intimate moments, and be